This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
I refrain when he pang and so damn in Payane said, me remfi papa, why I'm here. Esiane Kajania Sido. I refrain when he pang I dear back when I miss Rene said, me remfi papa, why I'm here. I say me punk Koshamechi, baby, I'm a friend, baby, I'm a tree. Or therefore, why now better me on your way. Stand by and take account, or therefore, wait there, it had to be you. That's right. I said me boom pom pom koshamechi, baby I'm a friend, baby I'm a day, or therefore, why now better me on your way. I said me susu sissy, stand by and take account, or therefore, wait there, it had to be you. Empty money. Salute, yeah.
.30 on the City Breakfast Show. It's a Wednesday morning. It's 7th day of January 2026. We started off with Ohima Mercy, Sobeye Kese. And Dan Hamilton is congratulating the Lord for the blessings of life. So it's actually the 7th day of the year. Can you imagine? And we're so blessed to be part of the great stuff happening here in Ghana. Starting off with the business sense segment, and then we jump into the newspaper review already. It's an interactive program. 053 998 6996. Here we Richard Delaskai and Caleb Kuda. Starting off with the part of the show that gives you some ideas on how to make progress in life. And yesterday, Michael Onyefa had some very interesting things to say about an outcome goal and a process goal and an output goal. I thought that was really interesting. And the process goal is what you do daily, becoming or determining what you become permanently. So we all have outcome goals. We all want to make impact. We all want to do great things for the universe. But it all starts with a process goal, right? So I will tune into the radio show every morning at 6:30. I will read a book every day. Or I will write a chapter a week. Something smart, something specific, something measurable, something achievable, something relatable, and something time bound. So if you missed out on that, you can go onto the City Breakfast Show YouTube and listen to Michael Onyefa again on how to plan your life. Today, my guest is Patrick Otiekubedu. He'll be talking about discovering a purpose, and that's at 9:15 on the City Breakfast Show. So distinguish between an outcome goal and a process goal. That's business sense for this morning, brought to you by Stanbic Bank. From energy to mining, infrastructure to trade, we finance the ideas and enterprises that empower economies. Our partnership with market leaders in energy, trade and mining prove that when ambition meets expertise, growth is inevitable. Call Stanbic on 0302 815 789. Speak to our CIB team or visit stanbicbank.com.gh and get started. So it's 6:33. Let me say good morning to Richard Sky.
Good morning. Talk with like young Kama.
You have your phone. I like your green.
Yeah.
This is not green. This is you know.
Yeah. You get Badagba of Bamu.
Badagba of Bamu. What is Badagba?
Bamu. Badagba.
Yeah. Bamu is like
green. Like
Badagba.
This is. I don't know what you mean by Badagba. What is that?
Alaba yesu yi kloji ba ya dog bedana mawa Roma to Badagba over by holy.
Oh, military. Army.
So you are saying this is military green?
Yeah, this is army green.
You are matured in the things of. When I was in Adonai Chapel, we had a man who used to help us. He was an architect. He was called Badagba. But he was not a soldier. Oh, so that's the meaning.
Yes.
Badagba.
Yes.
Charlie, to think I got 2 in ever at BC, it shows I have a problem. My own language, I got 2.
Badagba.
Charlie, did you write BC ever?
This one I say.
Yes, I think yes, I did.
I mean, I got 2. I didn't get 1. By my own language, I got 2.
No, but you were not there. You were here with us.
No, but 2 is not good. It's not good. I got
You
2.
managed that wrong.
Anyway, Caleb, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Bennett.
We learn something new every day. So we're going to the news review quickly. Sure. It's interactive. Sky, I've been receiving a lot of complaints about water. And I just want to read one because almost every day from somewhere late October.
Okay.
Somebody living in and around Nungwa, Sprintex, Sakumono will send me a message about water. And I think we need to call your friend Galus.
Gallows.
Yes, and ask him what is going on with the... So let me read this one. It says, good morning, Bernard. Long time. I beg, we have a challenge. For 3 months, there's not been a single drop of water running in our taps. I live on the Spintex Road beside Bachona and fall under Nungwa district. We've made several calls and it's been excuse after excuse. In fact, one excuse was that the desalination plant project had been shut down and was being audited. Like, how is that even an excuse? The water shortage also affects part of Sakumono and Lashibi. The painful part of this is that the cost of 15,000 liter tanker is as high as 1,800 cedis. Charlie, please put this out and hopefully someone will come and explain to us. So I'd like you to send a friendly notice to what's his name? Muta. He's a hardworking guy. You know, the reason we need to do this is when they announced the tariff adjustments, a lot of people were more sympathetic to the water adjustment than the electricity adjustment because people feel like a lot of the galamsey and all those things, some of this is beyond the control of the water company. And we feel like the water company is doing a really good job. But part of their job is to communicate to communities about long-standing water shortages. So Stanley Mate, please, this morning we'll be calling you to explain to the people of those parts of town and other areas why they've not had water.
The Ghanaian Times says this morning, culture must work with law. That's coming in from the Asante Hene Osei Tutu. No, Otumfo Osei Tutu. Yes, that's the proper rendition. Yes. Also, GJ condemns assault on journalists at Kasoa. Comes with a photograph of Jumfo who was speaking to the media. And then also Rufak rejects calls for total ban on raw rubber. Another story talks about the New Year school, which you mentioned yesterday. We won't backslide in economic gain. President assures.
Daily Guide also has one from the historic visit of the Asantehene to the police service headquarters yesterday. It says, make police politically neutral. Otumfo to the IGP. And a Kunta mining probe, Kwachi Ofosu exposed over false damning claims. 10 fire officers assault journalists, and I will deliver lasting economic reforms. President Mahama at the New Year School in a warm handshake with the VC, Professor Nanaba Apia Amfo.
The Chronicle says this morning, Gold Board solidifies Ghana's external buffers. This, according to the BOG, comes with a photograph of the Chief of the Central Bank, Dr. Johnson P. Esiama. Also on the front page, Otumfo advises police to build public trust. And IK Jesse goes home today.
The Inside, Venezuela. OTA condemns U.S. invasion, arrest of President Maduro, demands end to military aggression, interference in the country. And Maduro has spoken. He says, I am the president of Venezuela and I am a prisoner of war. Maduro's response that redefines the trial. And the aftermath of the 2024 attacks on MPP presidential aspirants, Assume Krontinghene not destood. Family, Assume elders insist. The other stories here as well. And then the Economy Times, Mahama confident in 2026 expansion as IMF cautions on bond market return. Economic activity resumes in full for 2026 after end of 2025 festivities and gold boom. Diaspora inflows propel Ghana City to historic year-end rally, shattering 3 decades seasonal volatility.
The Daily Graphic is also focused on the New Year school. Yesterday, the finance minister spoke about a 5-point plan. The president has also outlined a 5-pillar vision. So it looks like the theme of 5 running. Announces major reforms and final IMF exit. Also, Asantene's visit to the police headquarters is on the front page of the Daily Graphic as well. Ismail Yamson unveils ambitious socio-economic transformation plan at the 77th New Year school. And new VAT reforms deliver early relief. Shopping malls slash prices by 1.9%. If I take you to Channel 1 News Online, we're training students for the 1980s, not 2030. Dr. Ismail Yamson is warning. 1980s. Meanwhile, COPEC is asking for fare reductions. This is in relation to fuel price reductions. So COPEC says fare reductions are safe for transport operators. Meanwhile, Bawumia mirrors Mohammed's gentle style. This is Anthony Abey Fakabo speaking on Face to Face. Remove PRO. He's incompetent. GJA tells Ghana National Fire Service. And then you can't rewrite history with lies and propaganda. Anas tells Kwesi Nyantechi. All these on channel1news.com. CitiNews.com. Mahama to hold Thanksgiving service today to mark his 1 year in office. Also, new VAT regime returns 6.5 billion CD to households as prices ease. This is GRA. COPEC to meet driver unions over possible fare cuts. And then 10 partners agree terms to acquire FPSO by 2027. The president is also saying that first-class travel ban for government appointees is still in force. So that's also on citynewsroom.com. If you go to my job online, most of the stories are similar to what we have here. In addition to government can pay Austin Gami backs nurses and midwife salary claims. Joe. And other headlines, open primaries could break grip of money politics or sign Kwapong. And then protests won't fix crisis. Austin Gami urges patients for unpaid nurses and midwives. The rest of the world is still reeling from what's happening in Washington and Caracas, with lots of stories about the Venezuela situation, Maduro's capture, or I didn't know whether the word is capture or was kidnap. You choose which word you want to use.
Kidnapped.
Yeah. So all those are items. Meanwhile, there's an interesting story here.
Neutral.
China has banned the export of dual-use items to Japan amid tensions over Taiwan. Keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, Trump says to U.S. to sell Venezuela oil and signals talks with Caracas. So let's get into the details.
Okay, so today is exactly a year since President John Dramani Mahama returned to the presidency after 8 years in the cold. Well, if you go to the Chronicle, page 2 of the newspaper says Mahama has ensured price stability, Tema residents are saying. Now, some residents of Tema say President John Dramani Mahama's first year in office has brought relative price stability and modest improvements in living conditions, though many are urging the government to intensify efforts to tackle youth unemployment. Now, the residents noted that relative stability in prices of goods has brought some relief to households after years of economic pressure, adding that the situation has contributed to a modest improvement in living conditions. Now, a randomly done survey conducted by the Ghana News Agency GNA in Tema Community 1 saw residents saying that the past year had brought a sense of economic calm compared to previous periods of sharp price increases.
Meanwhile, the president is promising to deliver lasting economic reforms. This is on page 6 of Daily Guide. President John Mahama has expressed his commitment to deliver lasting economic reforms to help improve the development of the country as part of a broader economic transformation. He was speaking at the opening ceremony of the 77th Annual New Year School at the University of Ghana, where he said the National Democratic Congress NDC government would continue to pursue transformative policies that would surpass the work of any successive government. Quote, I have decided to make this second mandate so graciously granted to me by Ghanaians count. I have pledged to raise our economy and governance to a level that no succeeding government can reverse. In a region where democracy is backsliding, we must demonstrate that democracy works and that our people can have faith in their leaders to uphold their interests and create opportunities for national prosperity.
Let me take you to a related story on the economy. The front page lead story of the Chronicle says Gold Board solidifies Ghana's external buffers. The BOG chief talking here. The story is by Jennifer Ambele on page 3. Says the Gold Board and domestic gold purchase program have been embedded within Ghana's macroeconomic framework and are strengthening the country's external buffers. Governor of the Central Bank, Dr. Johnson P.A.C.M. has stated. Now, speaking at the 77th Annual New Year School and Conference of the University of Ghana on Tuesday, January 6, 2026, Dr. Esiama said Gold Board was no longer a conceptual policy idea, but an operational national priority that had reshaped how Ghana captures value from its gold resources during a period of economic
There's an interesting story from the New Year School. Ishmael Yamson, this is Channel 1 News Online. Dr. Ishmael Yamson, board chair of MTN, has urged Ghana to fundamentally rethink how it values technical and vocational skills, warning that the country's long-term development depends on elevating technicians to the same social and economic status as white-collar professionals. Now, speaking at the New Year School yesterday, Ismail Yamson argued that Ghana cannot build a sustainable economy if welders, engineers, and artisans continue to be viewed as inferior to office-based professionals. This mindset must be reset. Skilled technicians in a reset Ghana should command the same respect and pay as a bank manager. Now, what he said, which I find interesting, was that there was a growing disconnect between Ghana's educational system and the needs of modern economy, noting that many graduates remain unemployed despite years of schooling. Quote, we are currently producing thousands of graduates from high schools, colleges, and universities who are unemployable because their skills do not match the market, he said. We are training students for the economy of the 1980s, not 2030s. What is troubling is that even our technical universities, sometimes the courses they are doing, when they graduate, maybe out of 100, the number who do technical courses are less than 50.
Can you imagine?
So that of the 100, I mean. So a lot of them are still doing what the normal universities do. So he warned that the mismatch between training and industry demands is fueling youth frustration and pushing many young people to consider migrating as the only viable option. And I think this is really fantastic. We may discuss this later on as a show.
Let me just plug into that. If you go to page 12 of the Chronicle, there's a story there that says Kayaye in Sunyai appeal for land to build shelters. The story is by Edmond Jebi. And it says Kayaye, operating in the Sunyai municipality, have appealed to the municipal assembly and traditional authorities to provide them with a designated piece of land to enable them put up shelters. Now, according to the headquarters, such a move will help them help stop them from sleeping on the streets, lorry stations, inside markets, and in front of people's shops at night. Now, securing the land, they insisted, would allow them to construct their own temporary structures and live in one location, which would also make it easier for city authorities and other stakeholders to identify, monitor, and engage them effectively.
Here's one that will interest you, Bernard and Sky. Mahama signs landmark cryptocurrency regulation into law as Ghana embraces digital finance. So page number 12 of the Economy Times, in a landmark move designed to position Ghana at the forefront of Africa's digital economy, President John Dramani Mahama has signed the Virtual Asset Service Providers VASP bill into law. This legislation officially brings cryptocurrency and other digital assets under a comprehensive regulatory framework aiming to balance financial innovation with robust investor protection and national security. So the move marks a significant milestone, providing legal certainty in a sector previously operating in a regulatory gray area.
We need to get the details and let the public know what the highlights are. COPEC is urging transport operators to cut fares as fuel prices fall. So Chamber of Petroleum Consumers has urged commercial transport operators, including ride-hailing platforms like Bolt, Uber, and Yango, to begin reviewing and adjusting their fares in line with the recent reductions in next month price of fuel. The call is expected to ease pressure on consumers who have in the past borne the impact of elevated fuel costs. Now, COPEC's Executive Secretary Dan Kanamo in a statement pointed to the downward adjustment in pump prices by some OMCs within the current pricing window. And they said the reductions are consistent with the movement in international refined petroleum price, relative stability in the exchange rate, and heightened competition within Ghana's deregulated downstream petroleum market. So reduce transport fares. And Dan Kanamo is actually leading. Interestingly, they want to even meet the transport operators. So that's an interesting one by a civil society organization.
Okay, Bernard, let me take you now to the Ghanaian Times. There's a story on page 4 I want to bring to your attention. GGA condemns assault on journalists at Kasoa. The story is by Benjamin Acton Tete, and it says that the Ghana Journalists Association has condemned and demanded the immediate arrest and prosecution of personnel of the Ghana National Fire Service who allegedly assaulted Mr. Samuel Ado, a Class FM journalist at Kasoa during a fire outbreak. Now, it also called for the dismissal or removal of the public relations officer of the Ghana National Fire Service, DO11 Desmond Aka, for the explanation provided in a press statement in relation to the incident. Now, speaking at a press conference in Accra yesterday, the president of the GGA, Mr. Albert Kwabena Dunfo, described the incident that went viral on social media as quote-unquote deplorable, disgraceful, and indefensible. Now, according to Mr. Dunfo, Mr. Ado was working in the interest of the public by reporting the fire incident and did not act unprofessionally, noting, quote-unquote, this attack is not only an assault on an individual journalist, but a direct attack on media freedom, the public's right to information, and Ghana's democratic order.
So page number 6 of Daily Guide has details of the visit of the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II to the headquarters of the police, where he urged the police to remain politically neutral. Let me bring you some quote. I hope that you work towards making the service politically neutral. There is always one government responsible for the state of Ghana, and as the police service of the state, you are sworn to be impartial in your loyalty, not just to the government, but to the constitution, and is asking for a line to be drawn between the government and the political parties. There are other points he made that I really loved listening to. He says, when traditional authority respects legal authority, communities stabilize. When police respect local customs, cooperation deepens. When both communicate openly, crime loses its hiding place. Law alone cannot save society. Countries with rich traditions have fewer problems. No society can outsource morality entirely to the state and expect peace. Citizens enforce laws, not just police. I've come to join you in calling for deeper collaboration between traditional authorities and the Ghana
I'll
Police
give you a couple
Service.
of stories that I find interesting. If you go to the trending site for Channel 1 News, Ashanti Health Directorate is intensifying campaign to reduce maternal mortality. I think that's a very good one. I heard the Director of Health for that region speaking yesterday on the news, Dr. Fred Adomaku Boateng. He says 2026 is a year of glory, and therefore they're intensifying efforts and interventions to improve health outcomes across the region, and they will do their best to safeguard the health and well-being of residents. Data from the Directorate's last year mid-performance review highlights the agency of the initiative shows that 232 maternal deaths were recorded in the first half of 2025, representing a sharp increase compared to 144 the year before and 158 deaths in 24. Dr. Adomaku Boateng said the directorate is determined to ensure that such figures are not repeated in 2026, stressing that strict measures have been put in place to drastically reduce maternal and perinatal deaths. He gives the details in the story. I think it's an important point. Second point, Cape Coast and its areas, you will be experiencing a planned power outage. Residents of Cape Coast and surrounding communities in the central region have been notified of a planned power outage scheduled for Thursday, January 8th, as authorities undertake major upgrades to power transmission infrastructure in the area. According to Energy Ministry, Gridco electricity, according to the Ghana Energy Ministry and Gridco, electricity supply will be interrupted from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. To enable engineers replace an existing 33 MVA transformer at Cape Coast substation. So those listening to us in the central region, please take note.
Okay, let me take you to the back page of the Ghanaian Times. There's a story there. Veeb confers with Cape Coast delegation on 8-year development plan. Just staying in the central region. The story is by Agnes Opoku Sapong, and it says the Vice President, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman, yesterday received a delegation from the Cape Coast Municipal Assembly for discussions on an 8-year development plan to transform the Cape Coast metropolis. And the delegation, led by Metropolitan Chief Executive George Arthur, included the members of Parliament for Cape Coast North and Cape Coast South. Now, the visit was a New Year courtesy call, during which the team extended goodwill messages to the Vice President and expressed the hope that there will be greater clarity on government as government continue to do all kinds of things.
All right.
No statement yet on national security aircraft. The relevant state agencies are yet to issue a statement on the suspicious landing of an aircraft at the Paga airstrip in the Upper East region over a week ago, since the youth of the town expressed concern about the occurrences. The Paga youth movement, it will be recalled, raised serious security concerns over the multiple landings of an aircraft, the details of which were unknown to them and local authority agencies. Their concerns were contained in a release about the aircraft, whose visible details were a tail reading of 6171 and appearing to be of U.S. origin. The suspicious, the suspicions of the youth was why any time they got close to find out further details, the aircraft took off abruptly as though the occupants had something to hide. This is on page 13 of the Daily Guide, and it's Upper East.
Maybe it's a drone or something.
No, it's not. It's not a drone, but this is not a huge aircraft. It's landed on the Paga airstrip. So I don't know.
Have they spoken to any official?
They have an editorial here on the Paga ghost aircraft. So Daily Guide has the details of that.
All right, Sky.
Okay, let me take you to this story about RUFAC rejecting calls for total ban on raw rubber export. The story is on page 12 of the Ghanaian Times. Clement Boy writes from Secondary that controversies in Ghana's rubber space deepen as Rubber Farmers Association of Ghana, RUFAG, and actors have petitioned the President, John Dramani Mahama, to reject calls for the total ban on export of the valuable product. There's a quote here which says that calls have been made for a complete ban on raw rubber exports. We wish to state categorically that these claims are false, self-serving, and do not reflect the realities of Ghana's rubber industry. They stress. Now, they refer to statements that allege that unchecked exports of rubber undermine local processing, threaten Ghana's industrialization agenda, and create jobs, and also cause annual losses of up to $1 million.
So they should stop exporting raw rubber.
Yeah.
All right, Caleb, let me come back to you.
Yes, Ghana West Assembly temporarily closes Amasaman China Mall after structural collapse.
Yeah, that story came in much earlier.
A bit earlier, right? So the collapse was on December 28th, and then the Assembly has moved in to shut down the mall after that incident.
I just want to mention something quickly. It's an interesting editorial which I identify with in the Chronicle, which says, when authorities fail, Ghana's N6 gridlock and the collapse of public order. They're talking about the Philadelphia matter. And the Chronicle says that the Chronicle maintains that this incident warrants more than just public outrage. It demands accountability. An independent inquiry must be initiated immediately with oversight from the Ministry of Interior and Parliament's Defense and Interior Committee to determine culpability. Officials who authorize this event without adequate safeguards must be sanctioned. Any police officers found to have extorted motorists must face disciplinary and criminal proceedings.
Let me give you a quick one in the graphic, page 8. It talks about the new VAT reform and shopping mall slashing prices. I'm not sure 1.9% is a slash. They make it sound so big, like 2% price reduction, but we'll take it like that. Major shopping malls across the country, this is McLean Kofi reporting, have reduced their prices by up to 1.9% to offer some relief to consumers. It follows the implementation of the new VAT Act, which took effect January 1 this year. The price reductions were confirmed during a working visit by the delegation from GRA, led by Acting Commissioner Anthony Kwesi Sapong and the Acting Commissioner of Domestic Division, Dr. Martin Colbill Yamborija, to several major shopping malls in Accra, where they engaged operators and customers on the early impact of the new tax reform on pricing and compliance. The delegation also made purchases at the malls visited to verify that the VAT reforms had been properly configured on invoices and consumers were genuinely benefited from the changes. So they visited Palace, Melcom, Orca Deco, UCT, which is United Commercial Trading, and Palace Home Decor, all located along the Springtex Road in Accra, with branches spreading across the country. So the calculation is that you will pay close to 2% less for the things you buy over the counter.
Nice. Meanwhile, Ghana's private sector is preparing to hit the ground running with a full resumption of economic activity from this week, marking the end of the typical lull that accompanies the end of year festivities. After a fortnight of subdued business operations and lighter financial markets, firms and traders are lining up strategies to reclaim lost time and recapitalize on renewed momentum in the first weeks of the new year.
What is the insight saying about Venezuela? Because Reuters is reporting that Venezuela is going to export $2 billion worth of oil to U.S. in a deal with Washington, and essentially says that the deal will redirect Venezuelan oil exports to U.S. from China.
Is it ransom they are paying?
I don't even know. Caracas and Washington have reached a deal, your man Donald, to export up to $2 billion worth of Venezuelan crude to the U.S. President Trump said on Tuesday, a flagship negotiation that would divert supplies from China. I told you it was petrodollar related, while helping Venezuela avoid deeper oil production cuts. The agreement is a strong sign that the Venezuelan government is responding to Trump's demand that they open up to U.S. oil companies or risk more military intervention. This is real bullying.
This cannot be acceptable. It is complete ripping apart of the world order, the rule-based world order. Nobody must stand for it. It's
Trump has said he wants interim President Delcy Rodriguez to give the U.S. and private companies total access to Venezuela's
parliament
oil.
must reject it, and the people must stand up and reject this gross violation of international law.
Sometimes you calculate the options you have and take the decision in the best interest of your country.
Many people have died in defense of their natural resources, in defense of their land. What the U.S. is doing is wrong.
Oh, of course, completely wrong.
So
what's the insight?
Western hypocrisy exposed as Europe rallies for Venezuela and governments fail to denounce U.S. attacks. So more of that, and then Venezuela. This is the Organization of Africa Trade Union Unity, strongly condemning U.S.'s invasion and the arrest of Maduro. They are demanding an end to the military aggression and interference.
Basically, I want your resources. I'll trump up charges against your leader. Capture him and force you to do what we want.
Exactly. Imagine our oil fields. Someone comes and says, okay, our president is refusing, so we'll take him away. And then we have
But this has been happening all over the world. Sometimes they sponsor regime change. This is just the reason this is so crazy is the blatant way it is done. But this has been happening. I mean,
certainly
it happened all over.
I think the midterm elections will be interesting. I think that the Democrats should win both houses.
But do you think
we want an inquiry into how the American...
Do you think the average American even understands the kind of things their government does? Do you think the average American even
much
understands?
there.
They don't, Charlie. They just have the flag and trample, Charlie.
Be the one.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. At what time when you come back, we are not hear the sound of your car. Why you buy new car? No, I not change my car. It be the same, right? It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside? I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small. Go. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
And it brings in Netele Nete with the details for the breakfast news. City Business News. Good morning, Netele.
Good morning, Bernard, and good morning out there. You're welcome to the breakfast edition of the City Business News. Coming up, analyst urges transparency education to boost tax compliance amid VAT reforms. Also, COPEC to press transport operators for lower fares, and stakeholders call for long-term investments in the agri sector despite government's recording gains in the first year of its administration. We'll bring you a report. Thank you for your time. Let's settle for the details now. Tax analyst Francis Timor-Boy says improving education and transparency is key to boosting tax compliance in Ghana. He notes that many taxpayers remain skeptical about how contributions are used, which undermines willingness to pay. His comments come as government implements new VAT reforms, including removing the COVID-19 levy to simplify the tax system, reduce inefficiencies, and ease the burden on businesses and consumers. Speaking to the Business News, Timor-Boy emphasized that linking tax revenues to visible public projects can enhance voluntary compliance while unclear spending fuels evasion.
Education should be the cornerstone. Many people, as we speak, they believe that the taxes we pay, what do we use it for? They don't see what the taxes are being used for. I believe that government should be deliberate in telling the people what they use the taxes for. Whatever project you believe was funded by direct taxpayers' money, we need to link it. And trust me, if people believe that their taxes built this hospital directly, they are likely to comply with it. If the system is such that people don't know what the taxes are being used for, evasion becomes very high.
That was tax analyst Francis Timor-Boy. Now, the Ghana Private Road Transport Union says recent reductions in fuel prices do not justify a cut in transport fares. The union explains that the cost of spare parts, insurance premiums, and other inputs remain high. Speaking to City Business News, Industrial Relations Officer of the GPRT, Amas Imoru, urged the government to remain calm, assuring that fares will be reviewed when conditions become favorable.
As we speak now, some engines that like Sprinters, some of the Toyota buses and that will be using. So most of the parts has been increased. We don't run transport with only fuel. We look at other components like spare parts, insurance premium, most of the other components that we'll be using. You see, when it reduces and the price is such that, yes, we can do something about it. We immediately do something about it. But currently, it is only the fuel that has been reduced. Spare parts, no, nothing. Nothing has been reduced. We are working to make profit. We are not working to cheat our fellow friends. Else we run at a loss.
That was Industrial Relations Officer for the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, Abbas Imoro. Meanwhile, the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers has stated that it would meet with driver union executives to push for a reduction in transport fares, citing recent fuel price drops. COPEC Executive Secretary Duncan Amo has been speaking to the Business News.
We have decided that we would probably watch the other oil marketing companies respond to the competition that has been keen so far between GOIL, Star Oil, later Total also has joined, reducing their prices significantly. We'll be waiting for the others so that there's not the excuse that a few went down, others didn't go down. So by close of week, early next week, we'll initiate a conversation with the executives of the driver unions to press home that demand. Year on year, the variance you have is almost 40% decline in pump prices, and I think that we cannot pretend that that is not something to pass something to the public transport user. Again, our focus again would also have to be with these online transport operators, the Yangos, the Uber, the Bolt operators. The online operators would equally have to also deliver something to the commuting public.
Duncan Amwa is the Executive Secretary of the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers Ghana. Now, the Bank of Ghana is preparing to roll out a national remittance strategy this year alongside a remittance roadshow as it steps up efforts to strengthen foreign exchange inflows and turn diaspora transfers into long-term investment capital. The initiatives, to be developed in collaboration with the Ministry of Finance, come at a time of heightened pressure on global capital flows and the need to deepen Ghana's financial markets. Governor of the BOG, Dr. Johnson Esiama, announced the interventions at the London Accra Economic Growth Summit at the Bank Square in Accra.
Over the course of this year, we will be rolling out many targeted interventions. This will include the development of the National Remittance Strategy in close collaboration with the Ministry of Finance, as well as Remittance Roadshow, all to advance inclusive, continent-wide engagement with our diasporas. In a rapidly changing global economic landscape, the role of the diaspora as a stabilizing and catalytic force has never been more important. A stronger London to Accra connection enables the British Ghanaian diaspora to translate ideas, innovation, and capital into shared prosperity, reinforcing economic resilience in both Ghana and the United Kingdom.
Dr. Johnson Esiama is the governor of the Bank of Ghana. Now, the country managing partner of Deloitte Ghana, Daniel Owusu, is optimistic about the country's business environment in 2026, saying the strong economic fundamentals by the government are a clear testament that exciting times are ahead. His argument is premised on a solid exchange rate regime, lower inflation, and robust fiscal discipline. Speaking to the Business News, he said the government must get into full gear into stabilizing the economy.
For us as a business, we also expect the government to kickstart a lot of the big initiatives that the government have. And when those things happen, it only boosts the economy, it only brings more business, only creates employment, and those are the solutions that we want to see in the economy. So the expectation is very, very high. I think we have a good starting point, a good fitting, and we expect the government to keep on from there. Businesses should expect to do more. Businesses should expect to venture into areas that they've never ventured in 2026. People should open up to be able to do more and expand their businesses, because we are clear on the direction in which the government is going.
Daniel Owusu, the country managing partner of Deloitte Ghana. Stakeholders in Ghana's agricultural sector say government has chalked up notable progress 1 year into its tenure, pointing to improvements driven by key policy initiatives and programs. While acknowledging the gains, the stakeholders are urging the Ministry of Food and Agriculture to prioritize long-term investment under the Agriculture for Economic Transformation framework to sustain the deep growth in the sector. Daniel Ojo-Mensah reports.
Among last year's flagship programs are the Feed Ghana initiative, the Nkukon Kitinkiti program, which distributed 3 million birds to 60 households across all 276 constituencies, and the establishment of farmer service centers to improve access to inputs and advisory services. The Chamber noted that these initiatives have boosted local food production and strengthened rural livelihoods. The Chamber emphasized that sustaining these gains will require further investment in infrastructure, including irrigation systems, storage facilities, and agro-processing plants. Anthony Morrison is the Chief Executive Officer of the Chamber.
They have launched the Akukọ and Kitikiti. They have launched the farm mechanization service centers. They have also established the Feed Ghana program. They are also working to establish certain key industries. We saw the President, His Excellency, commissioning poultry project and also the vegetable project. These are good radiance for the sector. So on the government mandate that they wanted to do, they are taking them. What we are calling for on top of that, which is part of their mandate, which we haven't seen, is the agriculture for economic transformation.
The Chamber also called for the harmonization of policies to reduce bureaucratic delays, noting that streamlined systems would go a long way in transforming the agriculture sector.
What we are calling for is that it's good we are seeing some traction, but it will be good when some of these things are harmonized. If you harmonize them, you reduce a lot of the human interface, you reduce the long bureaucratic system, the ombudsman old system, you take it out. You also be seen to be working in one equilibrium such that it is supporting the total performance of the sector.
That was the CEO of the Chamber of Agribusiness Ghana, Anthony Morrison, ending that report by Daniel Odru Mensah. Now on the interbank market this morning, the dollar is trading at 10 Cedi 50 pesos, the British pound at 14 Cedis 15 pesos, and the euro at 12 Cedis 32 pesos. And that's it for our bulletin this morning. For more stories, kindly visit citynewsroom.com/business. I am Netali Neti Ajahu. Do have a good business day.
Hey! Do they want to sack you dry? Now, why shall I tin way? Engagement things and kwenye. Hey, sure. They even added washing machine, fridge, flat screen TV, 65 inches and so. How do they expect you to buy all these and still take care of your family? Oh, Kwame.
Mama. And how cry? With Access Bank's Pick Now, Pay Later, we can get everything now in minutes and pay at 0% interest over the next 6 months. Eye Coco cry.
Hey, sir.
Access Bank says faster is here. With a now digitized Pick Now, Pay Later, life's big moments are within reach. Just click, pick, approved in minutes. For more information, call our 24-hour contact center on 0800 00 4400. Terms and conditions apply. Access Bank, more than banking.
Hello, this be Kwakesi. Who this?
Frida this crowd, make we step out small. Bronya Muda said to the carnival for town to start now.
Yeah, Mr. Desi, see my fiber, they fire off. Download, liquor, do streaming, they go on. Gaming, suit, no buffering. If you bronya way, they more fiber.
Oh, crowd, so you really no go come and pa.
Frida, you pa. Charlie for what? MTN unlimited fiber. Internet day here. Make a promote.
This broja, put your home on MTN unlimited fiber internet and make the fun day right where you are. Fast speed, pure fiber, truly unlimited. Visit my MTN app to check fiber availability or to subscribe.
MTN.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
then you know, miss you for my pillow, tears we soak my pillow. Oh, wait till I do you. Where you lead me, go for a tungo. Where you lead me, go for a yeah. Wait till you do me, no, my sister, yeah. Mete my bubble one me, alum. Mete my bubble one me, yeah. Ole, tell me what I know for you.
Just gone by was the breakfast edition of the City Business News. Thanks to Natalie for delivering that. And it was brought to you by Access Bank, rewarding customers by introducing the Rewards by Access, a loyalty program designed to add value to your everyday banking experience. Whether you're shopping, traveling, or handling business expenses, every transaction you make with your Access card brings you closer to exclusive benefits, premium privileges, and personalized rewards, all tailored to suit your lifestyle. Points earned through your card transactions can be redeemed seamlessly at any of our merchant partners nationwide. So whether you're a frequent flyer, regular shopper, or managing daily family business or personal business needs, Rewards by Access ensures you get more from every spend. Use your Access card today. Enjoy a rewarding banking experience only with Access Bank. loyaltyrewards.ghana.accessbankplc.com is where to visit. There's a toll-free number 0800 004400 for more details. Access Bank, more than banking. Now you know that feeling when it's Christmas, everyone is home. You buy data in the morning and before 6 p.m. everything is gone. Buy another and before you know, everything is gone. We've introduced the MTN Fiber this season. Fiber Unlimited, fast and on fire. Put your home or your business on MTN Fiber and enjoy a special range of packages for new users, plus even better offers for existing customers. As a bonus, the first 60 customers to sign up will receive vouchers from MTN. For new customers, just log on to the My MTN app, tap more and request for broadband to check availability in your community, or dial star 5057 hash. Follow the prompts, MTN everywhere you go. It's time for Kickoff Gabi Affairs here. And that's brought to you by Lesheho. Lesheho has been in Ghana for 15 years. And they say you, their cherished customers, community, and partners have made it possible. So here's a heartfelt thank you. And they are looking forward to the future with you, with confidence, knowing that with Lesheho, lives will improve. Simply visit any of their branches or call or WhatsApp now on 02700 4799 for any of their financial solutions. Lesheho Ghana, 15 years of improving lives and still counting. Now it's been filling after filling at Shell. Drivers all over Ghana, including Emmanuel Emisa Datsun from Accra and a host of others, have already won free fuel just by trying the new and improved Shell fuels. And you could be the next. In this week, from now until February 28, buy 300 Ghana cedis or more worth of the new and improved Shell fuels and stand a chance of winning big. We have 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and even 1 year free fuel up for grabs. It's a filling galore. Don't miss this opportunity. Visit the nearest Shell service station. Fill up for any opportunity to become one of our weekly winners. We're doing this on the NLA's Caritas Pro platform. Gabi Affairs here with Kickoff.
They're in trouble now. They've got some defending to do. Basumana Toure. Still going. Basumana Toure. Beautiful. 2 goals in 2 matches for Basumana Toure. Oh, that is exquisite.
What a performance from defending champions Cote d'Ivoire against Burkina Faso last night at the AFCON. Basumana Toure is the new kid on the lips of every Ivorian after that solo run that led to the 3rd goal. More updates from the AFCON in Morocco, plus big games tonight in the English Premier League to look forward to, and then some athletics in the next 10 minutes. Welcome aboard to Kickoff. We are doing this with Western Union, Politan Ghana, Shell V Power, and Lesheho. Let's improve life. Right, so let's begin the updates from Morocco, the 2025 AFCON. And early on at the start, Prince Moulay Hassan in Rabat, Algeria defeated DR Congo 1-0 after extra time to advance to the quarterfinals of the AFCON for the first time since they won the competition back in 2019. Well, DR Congo dragged the game to extra time before Algeria's Bobina Adli got the strike for his side to progress to the quarters. Later that evening, Cote d'Ivoire's defense of the AFCON title gathered momentum after they comfortably beat Burkina Faso 3-0 in the last 16 minutes. They have now won 6 of their last 8 internationals, and that came from Amad Diallo. He scored in the 20th minute, and Yan Diomande added the second in the 32nd minute, and then the third and final goal came from Batsumana Toure in the 93rd minute. And so the quarterfinals is now set. At the AFCON, Mali will take on Senegal. Egypt are up against the defending champions Cote d'Ivoire. Cameroon will play host nation Morocco. And then Algeria up against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. That should be a good game. Well, let's start with Super Eagles of Nigeria, because Victor Osimhen returned to training with his Nigerian teammate following that brief misunderstanding with Ademola Lookman during the Super Eagles' 4-0 victory over Mozambique. His return signals that issue that has been resolved internally, restoring calm and unity within the camp ahead of their next challenge against Algeria. Here's Nigerian sports journalist Promise Ifoge.
Well, they were never in bad terms, you know. I mean, it's natural when two individuals have differences. Lukman is probably part of Nigeria. Usime is from another part of Nigeria. They are not biological brothers, but they are football brothers, and so it's normal and natural when individuals have one or two differences. But I can tell you for free that all that has been sorted. I've seen a lot of stories. I've seen a lot of insinuations. I've seen write-ups suggesting all manner of things. But it's good to clear the air right here from the Eagles camp and tell you that there is calm in the Super Eagles camp. Everyone is focused on the task ahead, which is to win every match as they come and get to the finals of the AFCON.
All right, so that's Nigerian sports journalist Promise Ifoge with that update from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let's talk about the Black Stars, because former player Lai Kinson has expressed concern over Mohamed Salissu's injury setback, describing it as a major blow ahead of the World Cup. Salisu suffered a torn anterior cruciate ligament and ACL injury during the closing stages of AS Monaco's Ligue 1 clash with Olympique Lyon. There's Lai Kinson speaking.
It's a very big blow for us, because he's such an important figure at the back. You know, when we talk about experienced players at our back line, I think if he's one of them, and it's going to be a very big blow for us. But then again, we should all understand that injuries are part of the job. You know, no one wish you get injured at this time. But you know, when it gets to these situations, this moment, the World Cup, bigger stage, every player is anxious to be there. So it's a little bit worrying when, as a player going into games, you are being careful, you're thinking about not getting injured to be fit to get to the most important competition in the world. So I think that's what is going through their minds. And sometimes when you overthink too much, that's when you get stressed out, and then you go into games, and then you are not 100% focused.
All right, so that's former Black Stars player Lai Kinson speaking through 3 Sports. Now, staying on the Black Stars, former GFA president Christine Citi has also shared his thoughts on the potential inclusion of Edin Ketia and Callum Hudson-Odoi in the Black Stars squad for the upcoming World Cup.
My view is that the Black Stars is open to every Ghanaian who is eligible to play. If me, at my age, I'm 57, at my age, I can play and score, give me the chance. If a Ghanaian lives in Iceland and he can play and make sure we win our games, give him the chance. Some people become a bit sentimental and emotional. Oh, this guy, damn Ghana, and when this... For me, I am interested in people who can help us to achieve our results. So people like Edin Ketia or Hudson-Odoi, let's take out the emotions and give them the chance. If the coach thinks that they can compete favorably and earn places in the team.
From the pharaohs of Egypt to the Super Eagles flight.
All right, so that's former GFA President Kwesi Nyantakyi speaking on Joy News. Now, away from that, speaking on Ghanaian players, Manchester City are set to sign Black Stars forward Antoine Semenyo in the coming days. The forward will join the Premier League leads, defending champions on a long-term deal following an agreement with Bournemouth. Semenyo will sign for the Citizens the January transfer window, with the City coughing up to £65 million for his services, and he will undergo medical later tomorrow. Away from that, to some athletics, and ahead of the African Senior Athletics Championship scheduled to take place at the UG Stadium for May 12 to 17, 2026, the president of the Confederation of African Athletics arrived in Ghana yesterday. His visit follows the inauguration of the LOC team by the Minister for Sport earlier in 2025 as preparations intensify for the successful staging of that championship later this year. There's more in this report.
Yeah, it's a fact. Less time, like what happened with Enzo, so
the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between Ghana and the Confederation of African Athletics is expected to take place on Wednesday, ahead of the African Senior Athletics Championship scheduled for May 12 at the University of Ghana Stadium. Ahead of the signing, the president of the Confederation of African Athletics, Ahmad Kaukaba Malboon, arrived in Ghana, where he was received by the president of Ghana Athletics and officials. Speaking upon his arrival, Malboon described the signing of the MOU as one of the first major steps towards the successful staging of the championships, which are set to begin in May.
Ghana is going to host our main event, the African Senior Championship. This is the main event. So before hosting that event, Ghana and CAA must agree on the way that we work together. So we are going to sign a memorandum of understanding to share the responsibilities, what Ghana could bring and what CAA can bring for making the event successful. So that's why I didn't come alone. I came with my Director General, who is the day-to-day manager of our activities. He is the pillar, of course, of
The president also disclosed the number of African countries expected to arrive in Ghana for the championships.
The confederation is composed by 54 federations. So all the 54 are invited to attend the event. I'm not sure that the 54 could come, but we don't expect less than 50. Because Ghana is in Central Africa. Yeah. The cost for transport is not expensive. So the right position.
Ahead of the start of the competition, activities will commence on May 8, 2026, with the arrival of the Confederation of African Athletics administrators and technical officials. Members of the CAA Council are scheduled to arrive on May 9, ahead of the council meeting, while participating teams are expected to arrive on May 10. Here is what the president of Ghana Athletics, Bar Husseini, had to say regarding the championship.
The expectation from Africa's countries are very high. They look forward for Ghana to organize a very good competition, better than what we did during the African Games. That puts us in a very difficult position. But we know with the LOC, the chairman and all members of the LOC put together, we are going to deliver. We are going to make Ghana proud, and we are going to make CAA proud. We will do what we have to do to make the Games or Championship the best of its kinds in Africa.
All right, so that's that report. Now, that championship will take place later this year, May 12 to 17, 2026. Let's finish off with the pure games coming up later today. Bournemouth will take on Tottenham at 7:30 p.m. Brentford up against Sunderland at the G-Tech Community Stadium. Crystal Palace up against Aston Villa. Everton will take on Wolves. Fulham up against Chelsea. City will play Brighton. And then Burnley up against Manchester United. Newcastle United will play Leeds United. In the Italian Serie A, Bologna up against Atalanta. Napoli take on Verona. Lazio will take on Fiorentina. Parma v Inter. And then Torino up against Udinese at 7:45 p.m. We finish off with tennis, and the Australian Open will offer a record prize pot of £55 million at this year's tournament, but players are set to be disappointed and does not represent a greater share of the Grand Slam's total revenue. The singles champions will receive $14.15 million, a 19% increase on the amount which was in 2025, given to Madison Keys and Yannick Sinner. They took home after emerging champions in that tournament. Well, that's the very latest in the world of sports. For more, you can head to citysportsonline.com, and on X, you can find us at City Sports GHA. Kickoff was proudly brought to you by Western Union, Polytan Ghana, Shell V Power, Lesheho. Let's improve life. I'm Gabi Ofer. Do you take care and bye-bye.
Papa no no, 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 Ankasa. Polytan is everywhere, durable and authentic. Stronger brand you can trust. Polytan, we get some more Rambo and get some more Super. And the Polytan, we did. Polytan, papa no no, 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 Ankasa.
Always the best.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
If you need unique services, innovative financial solutions, we deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's go, we improve your life.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Hey, mama.
Even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation, let's go, we improve your life.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Hey, mama.
Let's go, we improve your life.
Every family is a team, and every player has a role. Mums and dads, siblings, grandparents, aunts and uncles, and even that one cousin who can't tell a foul from offside, but who always remembers your birthday. Even if you're far away, you can still score for your team. Send them money with Western Union. Cash pickup in minutes. Check it out at westernunion.com.
Papa no no, 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 Ankasa. Polytan is everywhere, durable and authentic. Stronger brand you can trust. Polytan, we get some more Rambo and get some more Super. And the Polytan, we did. Polytan, papa no no, 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 Ankasa.
Always the best. This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
The Money Matter segment is brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Welcome to the Money Matters segment with Petra. Life changes and your financial records should too. If you have pensions, investments, or insurance, review your beneficiaries. Marriage, children, family changes all matter. At Petra, we care about your future and people you care about. Wise planning includes the details many people overlook. Let's do life together. Petra, achieve more.
The Money Matter segment was brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Your skin deserves the best care possible. Introducing Princess Premium Lotion, crafted with vitamin B3 for all your skin types. Choose from our 4 luxurious variants: Radiant Skin with cocoa butter and vitamin E, Skin Revitalization, enriched with aloe vera and vitamin E, Healthy Glow featuring lemon and vitamin E, plus SPF 15 sun protection, and Skin Rejuvenation with carrot oil and vitamin A. Take care of the future you with Princess Premium Lotion. Princess Premium Lotion is your perfect choice. Available now for your everyday skincare needs. The GC brand, it's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
Today, we hit the streets to ask Ghanaians, what would you do with free fuel for 1 year?
Oh, road trips with the girls every weekend.
That's extra savings to help fix my car. Charlie, 1 whole year, I'll finally be able to visit my mom without worrying about the distance.
This season, it's feeling after filling from Shell with new and improved fuels so you can do the things you love. Buy 300 Ghana cedis or more worth of new and improved Shell fuels and stand a chance to win. Free fuel for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or even 1 year. It's time to try the new and improved Shell fuels with additives that deliver efficiency, cleaning, protection, and performance. Don't miss out. Fill up with new and improved Shell fuels and get rewarded. Promo runs till the 28th of February 2026. T's and C's apply.
New and improved Shell fuels. Simply better by far.
You've got what you need for your business and family. Whatever you need, you can count and call on us. Omni-Basic Bank. Omni-Basic Bank is for all. We are not just another bank. Whatever you need, you can count and call on us. Omni-Basic Bank. Not just another bank.
Maggie, 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 oh. On the 12th day of Christmas, my Maggie get to me. 12 pots of granola soup, 11 spicy kelewele, 10 plates of cocktail, 9 yummy tumbani, 8 ampesi, 7 jollof rice, 6 anopawache, 5 pots of komi, 4 curry photo, 3 banquet no grow, 2 tea sets, and then food for their punchy lights. Maggie, 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 oh. Have a delicious Christmas with Maggie. Yeah, Mamwa fish yapa. Me and Maggie, so good together. This advert is FDA approved.
Whether you're buying water from your favorite spots in Osu, shopping online for the latest styles, or booking your next getaway to Dubai, MasterCard gives you the freedom to pay your way. Insert, tap, swipe, click. So many options, yet so easy. With layers of security protecting every payment, your money stays safe. From Trotro to travel, MasterCard connects you to the life you've earned and the one you dream of. Ask your bank for a MasterCard today. MasterCard. Safe, convenient, priceless.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 for the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
7:41 on the City Breakfast Show. Don't forget our WhatsApp line is now 053 998 6996. Happy birthday to you, Stephanie Ama Tete of Ashirasi Kwapim. From your wife and your children, enjoy your new age. Happy belated birthday to my good friend Claros Kofi. Head of Sales and Marketing at MGA Consulting. May your special day be a reflection of the positivity and the inspiration you bring to the many people you help. Claros Kofi. Yesterday was your birthday. Head of Sales and Marketing, MGA Consulting. All right, so today is 7th January. So exactly a year ago today, John Dramani Mahama was sworn in. I'm not even sure whether to say as the 5th president of the 4th Republic, because it becomes very confusing now. He's the first president of the 4th Republic was Rawlings. Second was Kufuor. Third was Mills. Although you could say 4th was Mahama.
Yeah, so you mentioned the 4th and then the
so then he's the 6th.
Yeah, the 4th and then the 6th.
Okay, so the 4th, this is complicated. So he was sworn in as the 6th president. Yes. So okay, so those are the 2 terms. How do you do it?
So you mentioned
just the person's.
Yeah,
okay.
So because the presidency.
Okay. So Mahama is the 4th and 6th
yes.
president of the 4th Republic. I want you to use one phrase to describe the first year. I'm not going to give you any clues, just a phrase. I don't want like a long thesis. So President Mahama, 1 year into office, how is it going? I think that's that's the answer I want. How is it going? All right. So send us a WhatsApp message. We'll just read them out and then we'll see the general sentiment of our audiences for the morning. There's going to be an interdenominational or non-denominational Thanksgiving thing done this morning at 8. Channel 1 News will bring you highlights of that. Channel 1 Television. Let me also say happy birthday to a couple of people before I come back to this issue. Kindly wish my happy birthday to the king of my heart, the man of my dreams and love of my life, Malik Nkudede of GCB Bank Ho. A happy birthday. I'm truly blessed to call you mine. May God fill your heart with happiness as you fill mine with love. You're a great man. Be blessed and favored. From your wife, Senalik. Lots of love emojis.
But I have a few here. Today is the birthday. It's the birthday of Nana Edubonsu Ajekum Prempe, CEO of Nabus Motors, President of the Chamber of Automobile Dealership Ghana. Happy birthday, sir. And also Togbi Akpo Asiakpo. He is the traditional. He's the chief of the Peta traditional area. So happy birthday to you, and of course to my shoemaker Akosia Sechi Ajekum of Nuesa Shoes. Happy birthday to you. She makes very fantastic shoes, and we're wishing her the best of the day and more.
So a year into the Mahama presidency, the Mahama administration, I want one phrase to describe it. One phrase to describe how it's going, or answer the question. Mahama at 1, how is it going? That's the answer I want from you. Let me just give you a few quick announcements. Then I wanted to spend a bit of time dealing with the water thing at what do you call it? Spintex. But I'm sort of guided by yesterday's discussion around overemphasizing urban problems, which is making me feel a bit some way, you know. And by the way, the gentleman whose article I read yesterday, I didn't know his name. So yesterday he sent me the details. Right. It's funny. I've been chatting with him for almost a year. I didn't know his name. It's terrible about me. It happens. He's called Wilkins Engman.
Okay. Wilkins Engman.
A Texas-based engineer. Who writes about Ghana investing in solutions. He says he's committed significant personal capital to Ghanaian farming. In fact, the first time he reached out to me, he said he had cassava he wanted to sell. And that if I knew anybody wanted to buy, I think industrial cassava or something. Okay. And I don't even think I responded properly. He says, I've committed significant personal capital to Ghanaian farming because I believe transformation requires both ideas and action. He went on to say, Ghana once led Africa in the 1960s. We can reclaim that position, but it demands honest conversations about priorities and a return to Ubuntu principles, putting collective progress above personal gains. Then he goes on, I write to educate, but more importantly, to catalyze the policy shifts and mindset changes our nation desperately needs. These aren't just articles, they are blueprints for the Ghana we can become if we have the courage to confront our fatal blind spots. So this is what he said. So apparently yesterday I sent him the audio.
Okay.
So this is what happened. He sent me the article and I said, I'm going to discuss this on air. And he didn't reply. And I went ahead and discussed it anyway. So I said, okay, look, I've discussed the thing. And this is the audio.
Okay.
I've used it on air. Then he says, oh, thank you. Then he goes on to now tell me who he is, because in the audio I said I didn't know his name. So he's called Wilkins Engman, a Texas-based engineer. So he's Ghanaian, who writes about Ghana and has invested, I think he has a cassava investment or something. The first time he texted me, good, he sent me this text, I don't remember the date, July 2025.
Ooh.
Then he says, Bernard, I'm reaching out for assistance with finding a market for my cassava harvest. I have a 19-acre cassava farm in Bonte, in the Bono East region, and our cassava is ready to be harvested. However, my team is hesitant to harvest due to concerns about potential losses and are advising us to wait. I'm looking for guidance on potential markets and buyers for our cassava. This was the time we were discussing
Agri-Fair.
The first, or I think we had just done the first Agri-Fair.
Yes, because in July, we did the first in June, so that must be a few.
Then he says, can you help me explore options for selling our harvest and provide advice on how to navigate the market? Beautiful message. Do you know my response? Okay. That was all.
No, you're tired.
It's terrible.
And sometimes you're tired.
And I just want to apologize to those who reach out. Sometimes I'm not able to respond. But the good thing is that he kept sending me messages. Sometimes I respond. Yeah. And I don't know about you, Sky, but because of this work, you can actually be chatting to somebody on an important national issue and you don't even know who the person is. Yeah. I don't know whether you do that. Me, I do that a lot. I don't know about. So we sometimes discuss some of the topics I discuss. Yeah. I didn't know. I've never seen him. And then I started to use this article. So I don't know whether it's a good. Would you advise me to keep doing such things?
Well, at the end of the day, you have to exercise discretion because ultimately the buck stops with you. You are the person who is the final editor of whatever goes on air as the host. So yes, I mean, many of the things we rely on are from people we have not met. And they send us all kinds of materials. Of course, I receive many of these things. In many cases, you are not able to respond to all of these messages. And even our family people sometimes get angry that it's overwhelming. And you go on your phone right now, there are many messages that you have not responded to. But the most important thing is that the people out there are part of the resources we use to actually bring to you this very important.
And the beauty of this, your mind is a very powerful tool, because at the back of my mind, I remember he's sending an article about this. But so when the idea came, then I sort of retrieved it. So like this cassava thing, I'm sure there will be a day where we'll be talking about cassava, and then I'll just look on my phone and I'll type cassava. So he has a 300-acre farm.
Wow.
And they plant cassava. And what I like is an engineer who writes and who also farms. So a very practical guy. And some of the things he writes about are topics we discuss on the program. I like people like that. So he lives in, and this is the other thing, a lot of these guys who live abroad, they think about Ghana a lot.
They do.
They think about Ghana a lot.
They follow things that happen here very aggressively, and sometimes they even have more information than those who are here. About the receiving the messages and engaging people. The part I find difficult is actually asking people what they do or who they are, because then they get to know you because they listen to you, they watch you a lot of the time, and they meet you, they assume that you also know them, but you could be engaging over some period and haven't even asked who they are. And
the best approach.
Some don't take it lightly when you tell them that you don't even remember their name or something.
The best approach was a lady who got in touch and went straight to the point. Hello, I know you are a very busy person. My name is Dr. So and so. I'm working on a book on this, that, and that. When I listen to you, I think you can make a contribution. Will you be kind enough to read this book and give me a forward? So it didn't give me the chance to say hello, hi, no.
Straight to the point.
So when I read the message, I spent like 2 days thinking about it, and I decided to do it. So I read the book and I liked it and I gave the forward. Right. So I feel like sometimes when you are reaching out to people you don't know, maybe it's good to give them enough for them to work with instead of saying hi.
And you're
how are you?
So you see, you have raised an important point. You know, I was attending a lecture by an internationally respected communication specialist recently, and she makes the point succinctly, you know, that attention span, there's competition for time and all kinds of things. So when you are reaching out to someone, it is not now that you want hi, hello, how are you?
You dog me long time. Your money comes
because time no day. You understand? So what you should do is always ensure you hook the person
straight
with the first line, straight up. Like yes, you are A B C D. You want to discuss A B C D. This is what it is.
When you have some time, please.
Exactly, and it should that should find expression in the emails that you send out, the letters that you read, you send out. Always put the most important thing first, because that is what would hook the person on to say that, okay, this is interesting. Like maybe you are a government minister, you want to ask someone to provide coverage. Okay, government is taking this decision, blah 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 blah. These are the relevant details. Can you get back to me for an update on this particular situation or a follow-up? You are PRO, you are someone who wants some time on radio, so that you can talk about what you're doing, what you intend to do, and all of that. Always use a major hook that is relevant and compelling.
Wonderful. So thank you to Williams Engman. I think because of time zone, they doesn't listen to the show live. I just think the lesson we have there is a couple. He writes a lot about Ghana, and he says he believes that action is as important as words. So he's actually invested in a farm. A cassava farm. So he's invested in the country and he writes a lot of articles. We have a platform, so sometimes we amplify these articles as and when it fits what we're discussing. So Williams, thank you so much for...
Can I please share his number? Maybe when we find ourselves there for Beyond Borders, we might try to
correct. There's an interesting thing about that as well. So I like your show Beyond Borders because when you speak to Ghanaians who live outside the country, I value the way they process Ghana more than those who are here in a sense, because they've lived there before. I met a friend of mine who worked in a company in Ghana for like 15 years, and then he went to Rwanda.
Right.
So when he's talking about Ghana now from the angle of Rwanda, he's like, I feel we can do this. There's a lot more we can do. Sometimes when you are here and you don't go out, you won't know. So when somebody is in Ghana, lives in Ghana for 20 years and goes to live in Germany for say 10 years, he has a different nuanced perspective. So thank you, Williams. I want to focus back on the water issue.
Bernard.
So I'm going to ask the team to put the Ghana Water Company on the line for us for them to explain why parts of the capital have not had water for extended periods of time. Sky.
Yes. I just want to get back quickly, if you can give me 1 minute,
to
the matter I raised yesterday.
Yes, sir.
It's been more than 48 hours or thereabouts since the Ghana National Fire Service officers we complained about went unruly, desecrated the uniform that we, the taxpayers of this country, paid for, and abused a person without putting that person before a court of law, only to turn around and claim that the person they thought was a suspect, and therefore the person deserved the sort of treatment that he got. In addition to that, they, on video, attacked a journalist. The journalist has come out to tell us exactly what happened to him, including the fact that his bag was ransacked, money taken out. Some 48 hours on, the hierarchy or the top hierarchy of the National Fire Service hasn't come out with a statement suspending the officers caught on camera behaving the way that nobody should be able to defend. And this is completely unacceptable.
All right.
And we would expect that the government will come hard on the officers who did this. There has to be consequences. If there is none, then we can't say that we are practicing democracy.
You're right. What I heard the officer say was that the matter had been reported to the police, so they're waiting for the Kaswa police I don't know whether it's just a cop out, but what he did say in the interview that our reporter had with the team was that they, as a fire service hierarchy, have been informed that the matter is with the Kasua police.
But they have internal disciplinary measures also. And like Sky called for yesterday, the officers found, were seen in a video, the identity can be easily retrieved. They should be interdicted for the processes to take form.
So let me go on the line. Who's on the line now? Stanley Mate. Okay, good. Mr. Mate, Happy New Year to you. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, many happy returns, my brothers.
Yes, so the line is a bit low.
I can say many happy returns to you, my brother.
Thank you, sir. So I've been receiving messages from people who live in Nungwa, Sakumono, part of Spintex, Bachona, saying that they've not had water for over 3 months, and that now tanker services are becoming very, very expensive. I'm sure this has come to your attention. What's going on with that area?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. Yes, somewhere in October last year, we issued a release that we're shutting down the desal plant due to some maintenance and contractual issues or legal issues. So then we made arrangements so that we could get water from the other existing plants, that's Weja and Bong, into the area. But then we made everybody aware that the flow situation will not going to be as hitherto it was. But since we are going to get more people for less water, we're going to alter our rationing program so that at least people can get some water to live on. So we encourage everybody, just as I've been doing over the years, that the water in the system is inadequate. So let's all cultivate the culture of storing water. So we did that campaign. The diesel has been off. We published the rationing, the new program, so that everybody will know days on which he or she will have water. And it's been on since. Now, the thing is we need feedback from the people to ensure that water goes everywhere. So we go around the communities and we take feedback from people. We see things for ourselves. There are certain areas that have been getting regular flow. There are some areas that are not getting at all. And when we get that feedback, we do what we have to do to ensure that they also have water. So the feedback is good for us. And we've been very, very attentive to the plea of the customer and everybody. And so we're managing. So for 3 months, the water has been flowing, but it's irregular. It's irregular in the sense that people who are receiving water like 4 or 5 days in a week are now receiving water a day or two in a week. And that is what I can say for now.
So but that's a general... Sorry, sir, I just been clear. What you've said is a general issue with the urban area. So what about the specific area of Spintex, Bachona, Nungwa, Teshi? They are saying that they've had a specific problem as against the general point you made about storing water. Is there a specific problem with that particular area?
Okay, so Bernard, it's not as general as it seems. I mean, the general one is the ration program that we've been doing, but I'm talking specifically about the eastern corridor. So people who live in Ashaman, Tema, Nungwa, Lashibi, Springtest, Teshi, and Nungwa, and they are served by the diesel plant, and then from the bomb, and then from our bomb treatment plant. So now that the diesel plant is off, we've had to share the little water that is coming from bomb with the people in Teshi, Nungwa, and that is why we are faced with this current situation. And I'm saying that we go around to pick the feedback from the people, whether they have whether they got water during the week or not, and then if whether pressures are low or not. So what we try to do is to do our engineering to ensure that they get water the following week. If there are people who still say that they don't have water at all, we need that feedback. All we know is people are not getting water regularly, like hitherto they were. So, for instance, there are people or the people living in that community, where they will get where they were getting water like 4 or 5 days in a week, because of the current situation, now they're getting water just a day or two. Okay, and we are saying that store the water so that.
Okay, so Mr. Martin, would you be surprised if somebody who lives at Teshi tells you that they've not had a drop of water in their tap for 3 months? Would that be surprising to you?
That feedback is important for us. We will go down there and find and ascertain the veracity of that assertion. Then we will do what we have to do to ensure that they have water.
But beyond the feedback, I'm sure you have your own monitoring systems, right?
Yes,
so
monitoring, and we are sure that everybody is getting water at least once in a week. I live in that community. Okay, so I know what is going on. So apart from my official duties going around, I go around myself, and then I have friends and relatives who give me feedback, and our workers are also on the field. They also give all of us the feedback. And we have a platform where we monitor these things, and then every day we're on the move.
So let's be sure we are talking about the same place. When you say Eastern Corridor, can we be specific in terms of which areas we are referring to? So I know I'm asking, we are discussing the same place.
Okay. So the desalination plant serves Teshi, Nungwa, part of La, and part of Sprinters Road and Lashibi, Sakumono areas. Now, the bone treatment plant also serves Ashaman, the entire Tema industrial area, Pram, and Pram and beyond. And then it's also a part of Sprinters Road and all that. So these are the areas that I'm talking about. Areas from, let's say, the Accra Mall towards the eastern side of Accra, okay, through La and all that. All those regions are being served by the bone and then the bone treatment plant and then the desal plant. Now that the desal plant is off, we've had to share the water from bone with all these areas, and that is what has caused the challenge within the sector.
Good. So just to be clear, the first group of places you mentioned and the desalination plant, those are the areas that I keep getting complaints from, not so much the Ashaiman area. So it suggests to me that the people in Ashaiman, Mataheko, and those other areas may be getting more regular flow from Kpong, whereas those who had their water supply complemented or dependent on this desalination are the ones suffering. Based on the way you've demarcated the place, is the desalination people who are complaining. Now the question is, what is happening to the desalination plant? Has it been closed down? Is it being maintained? Is it a routine audit? What's the status of that?
Okay, so we shut it down for maintenance issues, and then some legal obligations that both parties are expected to honor.
And how long do you think this will take before it resumes operations?
The government is supporting the GWCL to ensure that everything goes on as expected. So maybe within the very near future, we should have water. I'm reluctant to mention specific dates because these are discussions ongoing. Like I said, both parties have some obligatory issues, so we all need to do what is expected of us, and it will come on board. But then the good news is that we are having very good exchanges, and the expectation is that very soon they're going to put a plant back.
All right. So in the interim, you've said they should store water if they can. Is the water company providing tanker services to the areas that depend on the desalination plant whilst this matter is resolved?
Yes, they are being supported by national security with some tankers and all that to serve the areas that I've mentioned.
Do you know how many tankers, what volume of water, and the frequency of supply?
The frequency is daily, and the volumes I cannot tell because sometimes they do about 10 trips in a day, sometimes less, sometimes more. Averagely, like 9 trips in a day. So it's early days.
9 trips in a day, averagely. Do you know whether the people have to reach out or where they go? Because I'm not sure some of the listeners even can identify these national security trucks. So can you put out more information about their schedule so that if I live at Klagon or I live at Tebibiano, I will know that on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. a truck is coming. Because as of now, I'm not sure there's clarity as to the schedule this interim arrangement is running with.
Okay, Bernard. So the essential service providers are given priority. And then we're also in touch with the assemblymen, unit committee leaders, the parliamentarians within the community, and all that. Like all community leaders, we're in touch with all the community leaders. And so if there are any challenges, they just keep us informed, or national security informed, and then we do the needful. The Greater Accra Regional Minister is also very supportive. National security very, very supportive, and even the police and other military, other paramilitary agencies are also supporting with their tankers. And
so are these tankers providing the water for free, or they are selling it to private tanker operators to resell to the consumers?
No, for free. I mean, the private tankers are doing their own business, but for national security and this military and police tankers are serving for free.
All right. I'm going to give my show airtime for you for free. If you can send me the schedule or the plan.
Like I said,
I want to help the listeners to have a certain sense of certainty. So if there's a schedule being run by national security or the other agencies, if they can give that to you so you can send out a schedule that we can announce. Because there's a lot of confusion around where to get water. And a lot of people are complaining that the cost of water from the private tank operators is too high. Right? So what I'm saying is that if you are able to supply us with some sort of schedule for this intervention, I'm very happy to announce it so they will know and they will not be stressing you every day with we don't have water.
Okay, so Bernard, I'm going to send you immediately our program by Ghana Water Company Limited, our program for people to receive water via taps. Now, I've also told you that with national security and then the other agencies, we are dealing with they are giving priority to essential service providers like hospitals and schools especially. And then we are also dealing with the unit committee leaders, assemblymen, and the parliamentarians for these communities. So as and when they call on national security, they send water to the place. And we are also in touch. We are also on the ground. So when we realize that an area is distressed, we also call on them to move into that area. So it's not like there's a schedule that every Monday tankers will go to this area, Tuesday tankers will go to that area. No. Yes, but we as a company, Ghana Water Limited, we have a schedule for supplying water, and I'll send that to you immediately.
So you think at least one day in a week, people in the desalination areas should have water in their taps, for which reason you will send me that schedule for them to know when to expect water?
Under the circumstances, we have to manage with what we have. And like I said, we are doing everything possible to ensure that the situation is improved. Government is supporting us. The ministers are involved.
No, Salimati, I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to conclude. Mr. Mate, I'm just trying to conclude the interview by understanding what you said. You said that you will be surprised if somebody said they didn't have water for at least once a week. So what I'm trying to say is that if you are going to send me a schedule, that means that for the communities within the desalination area, at least once a week they should get water. That's all I'm saying for you to affirm.
Yes, and I'll send that program to you.
Good. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Bernard. I'll send it to you as
wonderful. Stanley Mate is the ever-willing head of communication for Ghana Water Company, and he's been trying to speak to. And really, we get the messages. Caleb, you've been receiving these messages for the past 2-3 months. It's because of attention issues. So hopefully he sends us a schedule. We will share it on the breakfast show. And then we will also try and reach out to the other agencies. Says National Security and Police are supplementing. So Sky, if you can use your contacts to find out whether they have a tanker service, what's the frequency, we can announce it all so that people can know when to expect water. Let's bring you tech and social media trends.
That's brought to us by First Bank. If you will experience banking like never before with First Mobile or Quick Banking with *894#, your bank will be in your hands. Make real-time transactions with First Mobile or Quick Banking *894#. Enjoy fast, secure, convenient banking anytime, anywhere. Key services include instant airtime and data purchase, funds transfer to and from Momo wallets, interbank and intra-bank transfers, plus much more. So download the First Mobile app from the Apple App Store, Google Play Store. Simply dial *894#. Follow the prompts. Join thousands of customers enjoying seamless banking. For more details, 0596921921. First Solutions at firstbankgroup.com. First Bank, you first.
Edwin Kwakufi is here with the segment. Edwin, welcome.
Thank you very much, Bernard. Good morning to everyone. So we start off with yesterday's historic visit by the Asante Hene to the Ghana Police Headquarters. It was a wonderful ceremony, and the way he was received at the police headquarters has people talking, because they feel, yes, that was a fitting welcome to such an important person in our country. So the Asante Hene's visit was to deepen collaboration between the traditional authorities and the Ghana Police Service. The IGP, Christian Tete Yohunu, spoke about the Asante Hene's recent interventions in conflicts across the country and the work he's done to bring people together and ensure peace in the country. So that relationship seems to be well established and looks good going forward. So I kept seeing Senyo and Brighton, the trends all week. I was wondering what was going on, and then I remember that, yes, they appeared on your show, and people are discussing on either sides of the debate, and people are still going at each other on social media because of your show on the Point of View, where you had both of these intellectuals to discuss President Mahama's tenure in office as
on the economy,
on the economy as well. So it was a very interesting discussion, and people are sharing clips all over of various points the two panelists made, and it's making its way all over. Still trending very heavily. So now we move on to football. And yesterday I brought you the story of the on-field altercation between Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lookman. Well, that doesn't seem to be dying anytime soon, because there are reports in Nigeria, and that's been discussed widely, that he said he was done playing for the national team and that he wanted to go back to Turkey. So obviously Nigerians are not happy. They say the fact that you are passionate about the national team or passionate about scoring goals doesn't mean that you are indispensable and you can't be replaced in the national team. So while his teammates are playing down the incident, like his captain Wilfred Ndidi, even Lookman has come out to say it's not a big issue.
Why is he making the thing so Victor, why?
Yeah, it's a huge issue. And one of the clips, interestingly, that's going really far, and Nigerians are commenting on. It's a clip from Inside AFCON 2025, which is live on Citi FM from 3 to 4 every weekday. A comment by Citi Sports editor Benjamin Nketia saying if he were the Nigerians, he would cut Osimhen loose.
I heard him say that yesterday.
Take him out of the team. And
do the Nigerians agree?
A lot of Nigerians agree with his sentiment. So if you
what is Victor Osimhen's problem?
I think for a long time he's been criticized as someone who doesn't do enough for his national team. So
now he wants to do too much.
He wants
to overdo.
Yeah, so people are now criticizing the other way, saying he's doing too much. Anytime he gets a chance, he shoots. He complains a lot when he doesn't get the ball. So people are beginning to cool on him as a player, even though he's a very fantastic player. Already 20 goals for club and country this season.
You know, sometimes I think Nigeria is favorite to win the tournament, but the way Victor is behaving, he will sabotage the team, because they are the only one of the big teams that's not going to the World Cup.
Yeah.
So they have a real motivation to play well.
Speaking of Nigeria, the quarterfinals are set, and huge matches. We have Mali versus Senegal.
Great.
We have Cameroon versus Morocco, and interestingly enough, Cameroon versus Morocco will be live on Citi FM. We'll bring you live commentary on that game on the 9th at 7 p.m. So watch out for that. We also have Algeria versus Nigeria.
That was the 1990 final.
Yeah, and then we
have
Yeah. And then we have Egypt versus Ivory Coast, which I remember it being a final in 2012, a penalty shootout, a very lengthy penalty shootout, which Egypt won by 12 goals to 11.
Drogba's time.
Yes.
Was this after
Drogba missed
Zambia
the
or
penalty.
before Zambia?
It was before. Drogba missed the decisive penalty in that one.
Maybe 2010.
Yeah. So an
all
interesting
four,
lineup.
all four games are finals.
All 4 games.
Yeah. And you know, my first TV experience was 1990. So World Cup 1990. AFCON I didn't watch, but later on I saw the clips. Nigeria played Algeria in the final. Yeah. Algeria had a player called Rabamaje. Very good player. I think Nigeria had Odegbami. Shehu Odegbami. Charlie, those were the days. I was very small, but anyway, what is the tech news for the day?
Tech news. So companies are developing sophisticated systems to identify AI generated emails. So as more than 6.7 billion AI created messages are sent daily,
which is guy
creating challenges for businesses to
so what
manage communication.
Okay, so let's distinguish.
AI minutes. This is AI minutes processed by Sky and Co. Go ahead.
Just clarity. So there are those like spams that are they are generated by AI systems and just sent out senselessly, sometimes just to overwhelm systems. And then there are those that people
use AI to write.
Let's distinguish.
It's both.
The companies want to.
Yes, they want to distinguish if they are receiving communications from partners or from employees or from whoever. A lot of them were written by AI. They are not naturally generated or written by the person sending it. And usually there are patterns to these AI generated emails. You can tell when certain things are so companies are generating systems that will identify that you used AI to write this.
To what end? I think that should be more within the context of academic performance and related matters.
Because you're right, if AI can help you construct something better, it shouldn't be such a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
It's if you use it to deceive people that this is your original work, then that's a problem. Like if a student is writing an essay and they use AI to write it, then you have an issue, right?
Yeah, so they say that about 70% of texts received last year were written by artificial intelligence.
It's going to get
including
more.
Merry Christmas.
Yes,
we're going to get
actually,
more.
yes, those are.
I hope the messages you sent me over Christmas were not AI generated.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not happy.
There's nothing wrong.
I thought that's what.
No, I sent
I
it.
thought that's what you felt about it.
No, that's what I felt.
It's clearly that a machine wrote it.
No. What I'm saying,
I won't be happy with you.
No. I sent you what I authored to you.
Not a machine.
But what I'm saying is that there's nothing wrong with it.
I won't be happy
because
we need authenticity.
There's nothing inauthentic about.
It's like eating fufu with a machine. We want the real pounding. We don't want artificial things.
Let me ask you, when you are writing, hold on. When you're
original,
when you're writing on your laptop, and then there's a word suggestion. Maybe you use the word.
That's basic AI. That's not advanced AI. That's not advanced.
It is the same thing. Look, Bernard, that day has come.
Don't send me Merry Christmas with AI.
Okay.
Write it yourself.
You know that people actually even forward some other people's messages.
Terrible ones. And then some people also send Merry Christmas blasts. And I found that so discomforting. It's like you want to send me Merry Christmas, then you send it to 250 people.
The truth is that
there's no sincerity
I don't like that.
heart.
No, the truth is that AI is in everything we do these days.
Yes.
It is happening in the music that we are playing.
Yeah.
How your choice of music you listen to, choice of movies you watch,
AFCON
choice
song.
of
The AFCON song inside AFCON.
The AFCON song is an AI.
It's
Yeah, I
AI
was listening
generated.
to him,
And
like, this
it
is an
sounds
AI
really
song.
nice too.
So you can't. It's in our face. It's happening.
But it's good that people can tell if it's AI versus not AI. In a way, it sounds too clean. It's AI because human being, there's a bit of the beauty is in the flaw. AI is too perfect. That's the problem with AI. Charlie, if you don't go, we'll talk about this forever. That was ever conversational Edwin Kwakofi with Tech and Social Media Trends.
For a bank to rely on, let me give you a shoulder to lie on. Would we see to bank be no lie? Only one place where I get my eye on. Make I introduce you all to First Bank, the best services in the world, first rank. Customer service, everything is well planned. I make music, I travel, I sell land. They be my reserve tank. Cause Every time I know my money's safe. Universal banking ain't in me here on the date. I'm a busy person, me no many time to wait. Now you got to Spain, even when I'm in the States. My me blue shirt. They tell me office a chilling, but who cares? Cause I bank with the best. I'm lucky, I'm too blessed. When it comes to first bank, it's too west. Everything is you first.
Nobody feed do, I'm like us. Do I'm like us. First bank we treat you first. Treat you first. Somebody see yeah. Think about you first. Think about you first.
You first. First Bank.
Auntie T, I beg, fix me go betete Ghana. No gari, no oil, no plantain, just beans then eggs.
Hey, brah, that be dangerous combination, no?
Problem no day. I feel handle am.
For Telecel, with the Bob say everybody gets what they like. That be why Made For Me bundles day. Based on your usage, you fit get your own data and call packages. Fala! Made For Me bundles like the way you the want town. That *530#, then buy Made For Me bundles today.
Telecel. Connecting energies.
This is a story of determination. This is the story of Anthony Owusu-Ansah and his delivery business, Shark Express. What started as one man's dream is now a thriving same-day delivery business that serves hundreds of families. Through financing, mentorship, business networks, and market access, APSA is helping businesses like Shark Express grow, create jobs, build futures, and deliver joy across Ghana. Behind Anthony's success isn't only hard work. It's having the right partner like APSA, one that helps him dream bigger and reach further every day. From funding to guidance, APSA stands with entrepreneurs who dare to dream.
We see your story and we invite you to write it with us. Your story matters. APSA.
Today, we hit the streets to ask Ghanaians, what would you do with free fuel for 1 year?
Oh, road trips with the girls every weekend.
That's extra savings to help fix my car. Charlie, 1 whole year, I'll finally be able to visit my mom without worrying about the distance.
This season, it's feeling after filling from Shell with new and improved fuels so you can do the things you love. Buy 300 Ghana cedis or more worth of new and improved Shell fuels and stand a chance to win. Free fuel for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or even 1 year. It's time to try the new and improved Shell fuels with additives that deliver efficiency, cleaning, protection, and performance. Don't miss out. Fill up with new and improved Shell fuels and get rewarded. Promo runs till the 28th of February 2026. T's and C's apply.
New and improved Shell fuels. Simply better by far.
Channel One TV has a way of telling their stories. Stories that empower change. Capturing the trending issues, delving into our communities, getting out the voices that matter.
Almost 13 to 16 people were under the ground and it collapsed on them. Yesterday we were able to make it and remove 8 of them and 4 were dead.
Channel One Newsroom, CNR, brings you an exhaustive coverage of the day's news. 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
Don't mind in forest reserves. And always when you've created a mess, clean it up. The laws are there. So it's not that we need more laws. It is just that we need more enforcement.
Channel One Newsroom captures the exact news temperature of the nation. From the northern, western, eastern, and southern parts of Ghana, Channel One Newsroom, CNR's got you covered.
Let's speak to the core issues in terms of how we can prevent professionals who have been given the mandate to teach our children, and for this matter, the old children's standard of care, and how they can live up to expectation.
8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
How can somebody work and you tell the person, I appreciate you for 10 good months? I can't stand it. I'm owing rent. What should I do to be able to pay my rent? I don't understand. They should pay us. Enough is enough.
CNR, telling your stories, empowering change. Catch CNR on Channel One TV at 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. every night.
This
December, chop life with no fear of January. You know why? The SG Ghana Festive Cashback promo is here. Use your SG Ghana Visa card. Shop, chill, party, enjoy, and stand the chance of winning your share of 120,000 Ghana cedis. Here's how. Between now and the 31st of January 2026, use your SG Ghana Visa card for all your transactions. Make at least 5 transactions totaling not less than 2,000 Ghana cedis, and your share of the 120,000 Ghana cedis could be a reality in the grand draw. The more transactions you make, the better your chances of winning. So go on. Use your SG Ghana Visa card and spend with confidence this Christmas, because January Fit reward you big time. Haha. Chale, yes! SG Ghana Festive Cashback promo. Spend now, smile later. For more inquiries, call 0302-214-314. T's and C's apply. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
10 years of unforgettable memories, breathtaking sights, unlimited excitement, new friendships. And this March, we're turning it all the way up. From the 1st to the 8th of March 2026, get ready for the road trip of a lifetime. 8 epic days, 14 regions, 1 legendary caravan. We roll from Greater Accra through the Eastern region, cruise into the Northern and Upper East regions, vibe through the Western region, and hit many more iconic destinations across Ghana. It's culture, it's adventure, it's pure discovery with the best people and the best vibes. Expect non-stop fun, endless scenic views, deep cultural immersion, new networks and friendships and memories that will outlive the journey. Seats are limited, and this is the 10th anniversary. You cannot miss it. Watch out for details soon.
In red, and it goes towards Lovren.
Echo. I hear say you be football encyclopedia. Name 2 countries that dominated football back to back.
Italy and Brazil, legends.
You deserve to see the ultimate football experience live and colored.
Enterprise Insurance Insurna Chile promo is now bigger. Just buy or renew your motor insurance for a chance to enjoy the ultimate football experience live. Feely. Hurry now.
Enterprise Insurance, I'm on my way.
Buy or renew your Enterprise motor insurance and win free fuel coupons, shopping vouchers, airtime, plus a chance to enjoy an all-expense-paid ultimate football experience for 3 lucky winners. Promo runs from January to May 2026. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
Enterprise, your advantage.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Our stories are all different. For some of us, it's the thrill of chasing your dream of opening your own shop. For others, it's the ability to pay for what they like by tapping a phone. Whatever your story is, APSA is ready with digital solutions, travel insurance, free international debit cards, flexible repayment options, and loans, and countless other perks that actually match your ambitions. Your story matters, APSA.
And Lancaster University says, why travel abroad when world-class education is right here in Ghana? At Lancaster University, Ghana, you'll earn a British degree, develop employability skills, and enjoy a campus experience that inspires growth and confidence. You gain practical skills, global exposure, and access to scholarships. So apply now to study with us. Our faculty are trained to UK standards right here in Ghana. For more information, lancaster.edu.gh, admissions at lancaster.edu.gh, 0248656274. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Dear listener, get a loan in 60 seconds with Easy Cash from Zenith Bank. Simply dial *170#, select option 5, which is financial services, option 3, loans, and option 6. With Easy Cash, no collateral is needed. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Well, we've been doing this insurance business for 102 years. Enterprise Insurance we just dropped the Insure Naturally promo, and it's your road to the ultimate football experience. When you insure your car with Enterprise, you don't just get protection, you get extra rewards. You enjoy free fuel coupons, airtime, shopping vouchers, and stand a chance to win an all expense paid ultimate football experience live at the stadium. Insure your car now with Enterprise Insure and be part of the Insure Naturally promo. We are doing this till the end of May. Terms and conditions apply. Enterprise Insurance is your advantage.
And we all know that all the 10 weeks of January can be tough, but not this time. With the SG Ghana Visa Festive Cashback promo, SG Ghana is giving you every reason to enjoy the festive season without worrying about the new year. Between now and 31st January, use your SG Ghana Visa card for all your transactions. Make at least 5 transactions, totally not less than 2,000 cedis, and you could win yourself 120,000 cedis in a grand draw. The more transactions you make, the better your chance of winning. Spend with confidence this festive season, and January might just reward you. SG Ghana Visa Festive Cashback promo. Spend now, smile later. Call 0302 214 314. Promo regulated by NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. We have some comments coming in on a phrase to describe Mahama at 1. We didn't want to jinx it, so we said just tell us in one phrase or one word how you would summarize the first year of Mr. Mahama's government. He was sworn in a year ago today. Let's read a few of the comments that I've seen on this before we come back to Sky and Caleb.
Maxie Smith says, impressive so far. Patrick says, relentless and progressive. And then Chichi from Amrahia says, hopefulness. Mahama is on track. That's how Frederick Hohoy, Frederick's captions it from Hohoy. Maxwell Gumpy in Adoli says, fantabulous.
Hey.
Good morning, Bernard. Okay, so Mahama at 1, proactive and promising. Martha says, Mahama at 1 is fantastic. Mahama's first year, perfect. Very good. Wisdom from Japan Community 24. Okay. Right. This one says, focused, vigilant, and diligent approach. Uncle Ben sent that from McCarthy Hills.
Wonderful. Seram says JM 2.0 refreshing and scandal free. Okay. All right, so we'll come back to the water and read a few comments on that. Before we do that, though, the part to part from GCB is on. An ultimate all expense paid trip to the Global Football Fiesta next year or this year. We have monthly prices like fridges, televisions, cookers, and goodies. Deposit and maintain 300 cedis or more in your GCB savings and current accounts, and you could win big. This promo is on till April 2026. Save, win, go with Patupa promo by GCB Bank. Terms and conditions apply. GCB, your bank for life. Tell me about First Atlantic Bank.
Right, they're proud to be crowned the Digital Bank of the Year, not once but 2 times back to back. It's not just a fancy title, it's a celebration of their commitment and relentless drive to give you the ultimate convenience in digital banking. Whether you're talking about mobile app, internet banking, USSD, or any of their seamless platforms, they make sure your banking experience is truly safe, fast, and secure. So don't settle for less. Join the Purple family today. Experience the true meaning of smart banking. 2-time Digital Bank of the Year back to back. Follow the conversation on all social media platforms. First Atlantic GH. First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different.
We will be holding a Citi Channel 1 roundtable on Mahama at 1 on Tuesday the 13th of January, involving 6 thematic areas: education, economy. We'll be doing environment and mining. We'll also have transport and infrastructure. And there would also be governance and anti-corruption. And those 6 thematic areas will be discussed live on Channel 1 Television and Citi FM at 11 o'clock on Tuesday the 13th of January. So watch out for that. I'll be in the hot seat. Kofi Asari on education, David Ofosu-Dorte on transport and infrastructure, Professor Roger Canton on agric. Professor Bob Watting on economy, and then there's a couple more. All that's happening next week. All right, let me also do 2 quick feedback on the water before I speak to somebody you all want to hear. Good morning, Bernard. My name is Maxwell. We met at the Agri Fair. I own a 28-acre cassava farm and 30-acre maize farm, which comprises white and yellow corn. This is at Ho in the Volta region. Kindly tell your viewers to help me get buyers since we are ready to harvest, we have a 10-acre yellow corn and 20-acre white corn ready for harvest.
Okay.
And then 10 acres of cassava also ready for harvest. So is the cassava industrial or for eating? I'm sure he was inspired by the first message I read around the guy who has
Wellington or something.
My question, shouldn't there be a place where you can go and sell this? Should he be asking on air to sell this? Shouldn't there be like some... Anyway. So that's Maxwell. So anybody interested in white maize, yellow maize or cassava, Maxwell, a listener, has maize to sell, so you can contact him and he'll give it to you. All right. A few quick comments on the water issue.
Yeah.
These came to my number.
Okay.
Oh gosh, I have to find them. Forgive me. Forgive me.
Let me just repeat the WhatsApp line for our listeners who missed it earlier when we announced it. 053-9986-996. This is different from what you've been used to. So if you've sent messages and you've not read them, please send them to this number instead. In fact, save it on your phone so that anytime you can just fire your messages. 053-9986-996.
Reactions to Stanley Mate. Bernard, for 3 months and counting, Teshi Krobo 1, Sea Lady, and its surrounding areas have not had water in our tap. Sometimes it comes for just an hour or two and then doesn't. We, those who live on hilly areas, don't get water at all. Please find out why this is so. And those of us in Teshi have not seen any tankers from the army or police. Good morning, Bernard. This is the feedback I got when I inquired why I didn't have water in Community 20. The feedback is that we serve Community 20 on Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. Since when is it normal that we should be happy with few days of water? And no one has been to our area for feedback, nor do we hear any public announcements on same. That's another listener who lives in the Teshi enclave. Another one on water. Bernard, I beg, we are struggling in Teshi. We have not seen any tanker from Ghana Water ever in our area. Some of this is a reaction to what Stanley Mate says. But even if you were getting water a week, we wouldn't have any issue. For now, we don't get a single drop. Thank you for raising this issue. Bernard, could you kindly find out what it would do to have regular water flow like ECG? Because it's like we have normalized not having water.
Yeah.
The tanker guys are the kings in this part. This is still coming from the Teshi, Okpoigono area. Sometimes you used to live there, but you ran away.
I haven't run away.
Was it because of water?
No, I haven't run away.
But you know, there was a time that your area was like when we started this work.
Where my house is, we still have water.
Okay, you have water, Okpoigono.
You are calling it Okpoigono.
No, where that area?
Okpoigono is different from where I live, so it's not there. But my area.
Okay, where your mother lives, do you have water?
Yes, we do have water.
By your side, you have water.
Yes, we do.
Then you are not part of this conversation. you are not part of this conversation.
Problems.
No, I was going to say that when we started this job, at that time you were new. At least that area was new for me. It was a fresh. When I go there now, it seems very old.
You see,
it's very
there's
old.
An area beyond the estate. What do you call that? It's a coastal estate. As you move towards Sakumono, that's where they get all the problems with water. And you see the area.
Sorry, where is coastal? Help me. Let's take Coca. Okay, let's so Coca-Cola roundabout. Kakalika Plaza on your right.
Towards
Petrosol on your left. You are going straight.
You go. And then the next
traffic light.
After that, on your left side is coastal estates. That general area.
Also, that's where the water problem starts.
It starts beyond that side. Now, you see, the reason the space before the coastal hasn't been too bad is because of the Coca-Cola company, because they actually channeled the water because of the Coca-Cola thing.
Is that the same area Casapreco is?
Yes.
So Coca-Cola and Casapreco are in the same enclave. So you benefit from their...
Yes. So they benefit from the whole piping system for the Coca-Cola.
So now that
that's why they don't get
water. So from coastal going...
That's where the thing is.
So coastal goes all the way to Bachona.
Yes. And beyond.
Good.
To
now,
Texpo.
Just explain something to me. Coca-Cola to Casapreco, what's the name of that? Is it Nungwa or Teshi?
Well, I'm not qualified to, because it's been a ding dong affair.
You've lived there for 20 years.
No, and I'm telling you that I'm serious.
Okay.
There are times that you'll be getting your bills from
okay.
And then one year you wake up and say, yeah, we won the Supreme Court judgment. Then testing people will start bringing. But as things stand, I don't know.
You know what's funny about what you are saying? So in Ghana, we have interesting problem. There's a water district. There's an electricity district.
Yeah.
There's a police district.
There's
a voting district.
Yeah.
And they are not coterminous.
Yes.
So you could be living at that Samens area.
Yeah.
Your water is Tema East.
Yeah,
your water is something. Your voting is Nungwa. And your police is. I mean, it doesn't just make any sense. Yeah. But I feel like I just want you to clarify something. So you're saying those who live in the Coca-Cola, does this extend to KICC?
I don't know.
Because KICC is like 5 minutes drive from Coca-Cola.
Yeah, but those are new developments. So I don't know whether they are also benefiting. But I'm just talking about my experience,
But you see how you summarize Ghana's problem? That even we can't even demarcate the. So even you sitting here, you big man like this, you don't even know. No. You can't even tell me. So by the way, so do they vote in Lejokuku or Kroo voting? Those who vote in your area.
There's a part. The opposite side where Fidelity is, that side.
It's Teshin.
Yeah, they do Teshin.
Yes. So we can say the Spintex Road from Coca-Cola may separate Teshin from Nungwa. Could that be?
Well, I could have said that a few years ago, but now
we are not even sure.
Because I'm telling you seriously, they still are.
You know why this is an interesting. When they commissioned or they outdoored the Flower Pot interchange, there were about 3 MPs there. There was Okoboy at the time contesting for Teshin. Then there was the person contesting for La. And then there was the Ayawaso West Wogon also claiming Power Yoyo on the interchange.
Yeah.
So it seems to me as if you come from Accra Mall all the way to Flower Pot, possibly to many parts of Spintex Road, is Teshin.
Yes.
But when you cross the road to East Legon, that's
La.
No, I also West Wagon.
That's La.
No, where
East Legon is for La people.
Not traditionally, voting wise.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Okay. So the voting, I'm thinking voting now. So what do you call it? Lister Hospital.
Yeah.
And then Palace Mall is La.
Yeah.
Because it's part of Bema Camp. Then when you cross the motorway, you are in Ayawaso West Wogon. So what we have not done is that we've not been able to distinguish between traditional ownership of land and then voting rights.
Well, everybody is solving their own problem.
Yeah, but you see, I'll tell you something else. This morning I was talking to Stanley Matt. I don't know if you listened.
I listened.
And we're trying to even understand. I spent like 5 minutes.
The way they demarcate.
Papa, it was confusing. So apparently, the desalination areas are different from the Accra East areas. So apparently, Accra East are the people who depend on Kpong.
Yeah.
Right. So and then desalination are Tessin, Nungwa, Lashibi, Spintex. They depend on desalination plant. Apparently, that's what he said.
That must be the tertiary part of Spintex. No, the main line Spintex. They still depend on Kpong.
Meanwhile, when Kwame Nkrumah built Tema, he made it very simple for all of us.
But the numbers were not as huge. The numbers were not as huge.
Okay.
Kwame Nkrumah, when he was building that thing, he didn't even know that the thing would grow like this.
Yeah, but still, Samens. We are sitting here right now. When you drive from Coca-Cola roundabout to the end of the Spintex Road, you are not sure when you even left maybe one locality to another.
Yeah. But the people who live there, they know.
No, it's not right. see, wait. Let's.
Have you tried La Paz?
No. You see, the reason I won't forgive you is that La Paz is, you see, you guys in that area, one, property is more expensive and it's relatively new. When I was in secondary school in Persec, that area was a bush.
Oh, wow!
96, bro. 96. That place, there was nothing there. You started building in the mid-90s.
No, I went to live there in 96.
Were there a lot of people there?
Well, not as it is today.
And 96 is modern.
Yes.
So it's post 1990.
Yes, that's
so.
Correct.
My point is that how come when you leave Coca-Cola roundabout to the end of the Spintex Road, it's not even clear where the boundaries are.
And I'm saying that it probably is clear to the people who live.
No, but it's not. There's no. You can't run away from this. You cannot tell me that. You cannot tell me that if you leave Coca-Cola Roundabout in a car. When do you enter Bachona? Where does Bachona start from?
Bachona.
Yes.
Bachona is
or the total.
The traffic lights
at 18 or the EcoBank one.
The traffic light that takes the right into Nungwa. You see that traffic light before the total.
Is it the one? Is it the EcoBank traffic light?
Yes, the EcoBank traffic light. My understanding is that general area to the left is Bachona.
Okay, good point. So I'm coming from your house. I've reached the traffic light at EcoBank. So we have for left is Bachona, right is also Bachona, right?
No, right is Nungwa. The one that moves straight to the train, the rail line, rail tracks. Yes, that's Nungwa.
Both sides. As in, don't take it easy. We are driving to the traffic light, so the road is 4 sides.
Both sides Nungwa.
Right.
Yes.
Left is Bachona.
Yes.
And then where I'm coming from is your place.
Yes.
Which is called what? So your place called Spintex?
No, Spintex.
So from Coca-Cola Roundabout, hold on. From Coca-Cola Roundabout. Yes.
And there's another one I forget. There are about 3 different names there.
All local names.
Yes.
So from Coca-Cola Roundabout to EcoBank traffic light on the left side, what's it called?
That's what I forget.
What about Coca-Cola Roundabout to that traffic light on your right side, where your mother's side is?
Charlie,
you don't know.
I forget. I just, I haven't been there for a while.
No, so. You see, my challenge is that we cannot live like this. We can. You see, just listen to what we've discussed today. Water company, we don't even know which district depends on which area for water payment. Electricity too has demarcated Accra. They say Accra East, Accra West, Accra something. Then you have voting to then there's an assembly. We don't have that Lekma assembly, and even Lekma is in Lejokuku or understand. Then you have police. There's something fundamentally wrong, and the reason I'm concerned is that this is not 1958. This is 1990 coming. All right, this area that Samens lives, it was built in the 90s, and it was an expensive area. Spintex Road was the new Osu Oxford Street, and we still don't even know. So when I drive from Bank of Ghana on about a flower pot, and I come towards what do you call it, KFC, to where Chisinagog Church used to be, all the way to where all those shops are. What's the name of that place?
Oh, they have names. They are testy suburbs. They have names.
I'll give you homework. Come back next week and come and give me that thing.
No, I can get you. They have names, so I'm telling you. No. But I see there are new developments that kind of give themselves a new reference point, you know. So just when you say synagogue church, so the people there, they will start calling the place synagogue church, but they have names. Opposite the synagogue church, there's some nice church.
Even the synagogue church we are using, this is the new synagogue church. They used to be on the original Spintex Road.
Yes.
Before they moved,
this one.
So I was talking about the original synagogue church.
Okay.
That area where there's a traffic light that leads you to some manette.
Yeah.
And then there's a Melcom to Charlie.
Don't worry. We'll sort things out.
No. You don't try.
We are resetting.
No. You know the first.
We are resetting that thing. Don't worry.
No. You know the try. Since 1990, power Spintex.
It's look. You even left NCA out. NCA too has the same thing that they categorize. For instance, if you are in a Buri and you are doing a frequency in a Buri,
it's different from.
No, they will consider it Accra.
So a district, as far as NCA is concerned,
may be different from.
It's not. But Sabes, how can we make progress like this?
Because so police, if you are sitting in a Buri and you beam your signals, Accra people will benefit.
So it's an NCA district, police district, water district, electricity district, fire service district,
EC district.
Oh my God! And then it's a district.
Ghana Health Service. They also have their districts.
Okay. Do you not? Is it okay? Let me be. Is it the same in other countries?
I am not able to say, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
I doubt it. But then what's the point in creating the districts?
Because I remember ECG used to say that they have Accra East and Tema. And Tema, when ECG says Tema, it may even include Ningo Pram Pram. So when ECG tells you that this is Tema, I remember there was a problem I had with some people, and then when I called the head of ECG Tema, it went all the way to Ningo.
Yeah, but some of them even don't consider Tema as a district. They actually consider it as a region.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So whose responsibility is it to synchronize? Because I feel like for development to work, there must be a certain certainty and a certain uniformity. And that uniformity means that when you say Tema or you say Tessin police is the same as Tessin water, Tessin electricity, Tessin fire, Tessin district. You get it? So that even if you're having a dissect meeting, you understand, and they are trying to understand security, but it's like it's so confusing.
This problem manifests itself. It did manifest itself some years ago when there was a robbery incident at Asylum Down, and the victims, it feels really close to the Nima police station. So they got there and they said, no, if it was at Asylum Down, then go to Adabraka police station. But you see, from the proximity of where the thing happened to Nima police station, you would ordinarily think that, let me go to the Nima police station to get some solution. So it presents itself, it will waste time, it will waste resources for people who will now have to figure out where the authorities or who is responsible for the area for what service.
I have a question. Which agency should fix this problem I've described? The lack of alignment between the various service or functional, let me use the word, between the various functional administrations in terms of their geographical line. Is this something NDPC should do? Is it Ministry of...
That's straight as local government.
Local government.
It's a local government.
In my view, it should be the local government ministry, because we basically are using their organogram to determine how the country functions in this minutest possible, spaces, so that they have the authority to ensure that what's happening at the top, we can translate that to what's happening at the base to ensure some uniformity. What then would have to happen is that using that model, we then would have to speak to institutions like the ministry responsible for interior, because the police is involved, the Ministry for Water, Works and Housing, right? They are the people responsible for water resources and related matters. Then you spoke about what the fire service is part of, also under the Interior Ministry.
Then there's also Electoral Commission.
The Electoral Commission. So I think the local government ministry has got to provide a leadership with some oversight from Parliament. Again, a big push from the Chief of Staff.
But let's be fair. Do you think the current local government ministry is positioned to even prioritize such a thing? I feel this is a more fundamental national leadership issue around, because don't forget, a lot of these agencies have done this for years. Local government minister tell Interior Minister that let's synchronize districts. It's more like a thing from
I
the
think
top.
at the strategic level, I can agree with you guys. Come from national leadership, but the execution lies on the desk of local governments,
which then will include things like clearly demarcating when you leave an area.
Yeah, of course.
So, for example, you are now entering Lejokuku.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Again, you are in UK. You are driving. You say, welcome to Buckinghamshire. This is the country of Shakespeare. So, I should know that I've entered Tessin.
You have to.
And I should know I've left Tessin.
You see, that's something...
I don't know. I can't even tell you.
I mean, in this day and age, people are using geo-marking, right, to actually demarcate properly which areas you are in when you are living there and all of that. We don't need to reinvent the wheel, right? These things are there. The technology
in Ghana, even the electronic geo-marking is confused. Even if that app grapple gets confused.
Oh dear.
Because see, you go to Kwabenya. You have a land in Kwabenya. You own it. The next time you go, somebody is building on the land. And this person has title or ownership documents from a court in Kofodia.
Serious?
And they tell you, no, this land, the Kofodia, something or Eastern region.
That's wrong.
I'm telling you, we're just confusing ourselves.
That's so wrong.
And we've been at this problem for decades, pretending that we want to solve. The same people who say they are solving, at the end of their tenure, they themselves benefit from the problems.
Is it salvageable? Is it okay, before salvage, will it be helpful to do it the way I'm suggesting? The idea that you must delineate and synchronize these functions so that we know testing is testing.
In the long term, yes.
It is.
In the long term, yes.
Okay, but in the short term, doesn't it make things more difficult? Because like today, we are talking about water for people in a particular area. It took me almost 5 minutes for us to even agree as where the water problem is. So we're just going back and forth now. So even with the lack of clarity, it affects service delivery, doesn't it?
Yeah, it will affect. But what I'm saying is that, for instance, there must be a reason why ECG chooses to recalibrate their districts different from how, if like EC does it. So not to sweep their reasons away. So I'm just saying that in the short term, it might not be as simple as that. But if we can do all the necessary adjustments, okay, so they have a reason, which is as a result of a prevailing problem. Can we resolve the problem so that we can synchronize?
See, the reason I'm pushing this, remember when we talk about communities saying they don't have roads and electricity and water, we say that development goes ahead of the planning, which means that people buy land and they start building a house. And by the time the electricity company is aware, 10 houses have sprung up. I feel like if there was some synchronization within the district assembly, the electricity company, the water company, the service providers, and all these things, when somebody goes to buy a land, the central district will know that we don't have plans to put electricity here for the next 3 years. So that if you build a house, you are building it at your own cost. But one of the reasons why people put up these houses and then later on they realize there's no electricity and roads is that you are going to different places to get different permits to do the thing at the same place. So in this your Kwabinya example, he gets his land title from, say, Koforidia or wherever. His electricity, he goes to some place at Domi. Then for water, he goes to Balloon Estate Roundabout. And then for police, he has to go to Ghana Atomic. So by the time he does all those things, it's like 3 or 4 different geographical. So if we are going to stop this people building by heart, you may have to say, okay, 2026 is a beginning. Let's start and say, for now, before you set up any development, there's a centralized...
Bernard, what you are talking about already exists.
In this country?
Yes.
Centralized permitting that includes all the services?
Look, that's why when you go to the district assemblies, as you move away from Accra, they actually have all these functions that you are talking about present at the assembly.
So it's we the urban people who have spoiled it or what? Or the urban
too, they've also learned from it.
So let's take one man. So let's assume you go to, say, Ejumaku.
Yes.
In the what's the name of the district?
Ejumaku in Yan.
If I'm building a house, you're saying that if I go to the district, it's very likely that
you see all
of them will be at the same place.
They are there.
So the urban area crazy development as well has confused the thing.
The urban area is, you see, they submit to the higher authorities when they are in the urban areas.
So the Accra head office.
Head office is here, district office is here.
So they don't have any power in the district.
So the power is, as you move further away from Accra, that's where their essence becomes, But because they know that, look, if we do it anyhow, nothing will happen to us and we'll get away with it.
So
everybody is.
Let me ask another question. Is development in the rural area, so let's assume you're building a house in your hometown, would you say that it will be less chaotic than it is in Accra? So let's assume you're putting up a same house. You are building a house in your father's hometown versus you are building a house at Dodowa or somewhere in Accra. If you look at the two processes, based on what you said, will the rural house be easier to build and the process more predictable?
I can't even say that because I'm saying that they've also learned from the Accra people.
Oh God!
Look, Bernard, I mean, to back up, cement. I just came back from the Volta region.
Yeah.
And I took the trouble to go to a number of spaces that I saw
statutory agencies.
No, I mean spaces that I
you own. The guy is reluctant to say he owns. Other to say he's a rich man.
Spaces that I knew growing up.
Okay.
Don't mind and Bernard, it's sad. It's sad that people are still building with our recourse to what should be a planned community.
Even in the village.
Exactly. Where, in some cases, walls have in between them 2 feet walkway. You understand? And these are new communities emerging. These are not old spaces. You understand? New communities emerging don't have a way of allowing access for, emergency vehicles like fire tenders, ambulance, police personnel, and even your own car to be able to move from the roadside into these spaces. So what it means is that even at that level, local authorities are failing to do what they must do.
You know what is making this interesting? So lawyer Koshikan said, Bernard, to add to what Samen said, court districts sometimes we aren't even sure which district are under a particular district court. No, I actually think this is a very good problem to solve.
Bernard,
district.
There's no procurement in that thing you're talking about. Nobody will be interested in this thing.
No, we'll make them interested. So it's a big issue. Charlie,
there has to be procurement for people
wait.
I think it calls for realignment.
Yes, because you have a court district, a power district, a water district, a police district, a voting district, and a district.
Because you see, if the formula for qualifying as a district should be scientific, right? It should be scientific.
Yes.
Can it cut across various functions?
Yes. That's what
because it seems to me as if electricity may say that a district should have a certain population to qualify as an electricity district.
No.
Hold on.
As against a court district.
The electricity, they have no business calibrating
their own districts. They should work under the existing district.
Exactly. That's what we are saying.
You know the person we should be talking to?
Who?
Local government coordinating council. Because there's apparently an organization under the presidency that coordinates ministries to make sure that decentralization works. And from what you're saying, if the ECG has no business deciding what a district is, the ECG must work under the existing district. How come ECG, Ghana Water, police, and all these guys have created their own district and given it their own names, and we are all looking at them do that? If we can say we should synchronize all our cards under one card, then we should be able to say that. It's not, because for me, you see, if you can't measure something, it's like saying that Bernard Avle at Citi, we don't know whether he works under programs or whether he works under sales. Sometimes, because he's such a good talker, he will do sales. Next week, he will do programs. Oh, by the way, he also hosts the breakfast show. Oh, but he's performing. So how do you measure how well he's doing? Oh, last week he didn't sell well, but he did well on the morning show. So let's give him that. Do you see how stupid it is? So if a person cannot be allowed to work in 4 departments in a company, how can you have?
You must be ambidextrous.
Do you understand? If a radio station can have the common sense to say that everybody must belong to one unit, that's why when we are doing programs, I said all sales, go and eat your sales food, all programs. How can you have district? Everybody can do anything they want it's something, and for me, it's an evidence of some lack of centralized thinking or whatever. I don't know.
They shouldn't be using the word district by heart. That's all I'm saying. you find another look. You just talk about UK has, they have the boroughs, and then they have the counties. You understand? And all these are governed by councils. Okay. But what I'm saying is that you come and say that, well, this is Lejokuku district, but I'm ECG. I want to have a demarcation so that it will make my work easier. Call it, say, enclave. Call it ECG.
But let it work under the existing structure.
Yes, that's what I say. Because it brings confusion and it actually hinders smooth flow of development.
And it also affects accountability.
That's
because if somebody is doing something wrong in a district, he could then hide under another district. So there's this area in our area where, if you know Maijo, right? Maijo, the road separates Adenta from Katamanso. And there's currently a dispute over which of the two should provide water for the estate. All right? Because it looks like the estate being on the left side of the road is technically Adenta. But it appears at the time the estate was being built, some of the permits were with the because when you say Katamanso area, generally it's Pon Katamanso. Indeed, when you say Maijo is considered Pon Katamanso, but part of it is Adenta. So that thing has affected even the supply of water to the estate, because there's a certain dispute between which of the two assemblies should permit the water to come.
Yeah.
You see, it's something that's not.
It is also the reason some people just don't even pay property rates.
They keep hiding under.
Exactly. And in some cases, you see collectors fighting each other as to who has the right.
Sky, say this again.
Fighting.
Yes. Yes. Property rate collectors are fighting over who has the jurisdiction. What kind of concept is this?
I hear for a long time, Teshi and Lunga had that issue. So sometimes Lunga say we have.
But I don't want to talk some because I live there.
But are you sure which one you are under?
You can't say no. I bought my land from Nungwa.
Okay.
That's what I bought. That's why I know. Where my mother lives, I bought it from Nungwa.
So that one too is Nungwa?
Yes. Okay. I bought the land in 1994.
Then you are Nungwa.
Well, you were saying this problem affects accountability, and you see the buildings and structures that have come up on their immense stretch on the hill, actually. Yes. So that argument has been made that these should have been green belts, because when people develop it haphazardly the way it is,
it's all brown.
It's causing flooding and all kinds of things. So in following up with that story, I mean, after you do all these, you have to go to the authorities at the local level to find out who gives permit and what. So you go to Ga East, they tell you this is Lankwantana. You go to Lankwantana, they tell you it's a Kwapim South. So by the time you are even done with the story, you don't have any authority to speak to you who was given permit to even build on the road. Because people are even building as far as building on roads.
So in that story you did, we're not sure whether it was Ga East or Lankwantana or Kwapim South. So they didn't want to own the problem.
So no one would then speak to you at all. None of them will speak to you as authority.
But when it comes to a dispute, they will claim the land is for them.
Or when they have to take property rates, then they go fight over it.
Bernard, what you're advocating for is what ought to be. And that would have simplified the problem. Everything. You understand? If the districts know they are in charge, there's a lot they can do to help.
I think so
but
too.
If they know, look, elsewhere, you take education, transport, planning, fire and public safety, social care, waste management.
In parks.
All of them are under the district.
All of them under the district.
All of transport, education. So you can't even send your child to a school outside your district. And sometimes it's punishable.
Yes. There's a penal charge that you know.
So health
and the
education.
The structure, infrastructural standards would even make it implausible for you to do that. Yeah. You understand? But we've left everything ajar. Like you say, you go there, even a demarcated road, somebody can just go and build on it. And the reason is that the land belongs to me. So what is the district authority doing? What is their mandate? Because housing is also supposed to be under the district.
This is a problem that I feel will come up again.
So the only thing that the district is doing is collecting property rates. That's all they do.
Yeah, because they don't have
where we are now.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the main road that leads to
Caldorf.
People dug the roads on 3 parts.
That they were doing something.
Yes, they just came one morning and dug the road that they were repairing something. When they finished, they left it there. And I'm asking myself, is a district assembly
aware? Near the district assembly head office?
The old one.
Yes, and I'm asking. And then they finished. They just left it there. And it's destroying the road. And it happens in several places. But if we can empower the districts properly so that they are consistent with, for all you care to know, the Ghana Water People's District is not the same as the district where we are. So,
I will come back to this as a topic because it didn't occur to me, but it's something we should do a very good program on. Luckily for us, on Tuesday, we are reviewing the 1 year of Mohammed's administration, and that's at 11. We are looking at 6 thematic areas, so watch out for that. I'm going to do a few announcements, and Caleb will read some comments to summarize. Sometimes people say I should ask you about Heritage Caravan because you started saying that it's happening. So they are expectant. But
yes.
Is it happening this year?
Oh yes.
What date is it happening?
From the 1st of March
to the
8th. We return on the 8th of March. Yes.
Have you chosen your route?
Oh yes, we have.
Have you started opening the whistle for people to pay?
No, we will do that on Monday.
Jesus.
We'll do that on Monday.
So you announce the rate on Monday?
Yes, please.
When will you start collecting the payments?
Well, once we open it up, we start collecting. Yes, because you see, people look. I've had several calls, and I'm sure most of you have. And the reason we haven't come out with the rates is
still calculating.
The hotels.
Hotels are so.
Yeah, the hotels and their rates, transportation issues. You know, so we just need to get it right. We've given ourselves time that by Friday we should be done with everything.
So by Monday,
come and announce. We will come and
announce.
We will announce. And this time around, we are not doing register and pay later. Your payment is your registration. No, because
you don't want any problem.
No, we don't. We want to minimize the problems.
So when
we are not
announce on Monday, we will tell people how to pay.
No, they pay physically,
not spiritually. Bring the money.
No, they pay physically because of our problems of the past when you've announced a payment, an electronic payment channel.
That means you have to create a cash office.
And then, hang on, and then people hear that the thing is full, and then they will go and pay. They will transfer the money there, and then kind of, oh, we've paid already. So 3 years ago, on the day of departure, we had an extra 20 people who had all paid,
but we couldn't give them space.
Well, we had to create.
Are you going to make it bigger? Because every year you do 3 buses. It's the same 3 buses.
We will have the same number
of spaces.
Yes,
even though the buses may be more.
No. We I think we've added 20 more seats.
Okay.
We've added 20 more seats. Yes.
Because generally it's about 150 people. 150, but not all the 150 pay because some of them are.
No, everybody pays,
including the staff who are working.
Oh, they are working, so that's not.
Okay. And then
but we normally go with 30 members of staff
to manage the 150 people, or to manage the 120 people.
No. We go 180 people.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. So the 30 people are managing them.
Yes.
Carrying their bags and things.
Yes. No, the staff don't carry bags.
No,
they don't carry bags. They don't carry bags. I mean, they help out and.
No, Ejumano, you see you carry.
No more. You carry, and you see bit me and you. So we are ready this year. We announce on Monday, we collect the money, and then we make a move.
So Monday, Frema will come.
Yes, according to you.
And come and announce the opening of
the payment
for Heritage Caravan.
We announce how much, and then
how many regions are we going to?
We are doing 14.
14 regions.
Yes, please.
In 7 days.
Yes.
In 7 days.
The 8th day.
You have 2 directions. You usually do east to end at west or west to end at east.
Yes.
So what are you doing this year?
Still
east to end at west. Because there are sometimes you do west to end at east.
Yes.
What we mean by that is that when we leave Accra, we will head east. So Volta Eastern and end up at Western. There are sometimes we do Central Western and end up at Volta. So we are doing okay.
Yeah. So you want me to go through it or?
No. I'll let Monday again.
Okay.
I don't want to. When you go to people, start paying.
No, they'll pay with which money? To which money? How much?
They will pay more and say, "Give me change later."
Oh no, we don't do that. and I have friends calling me all the time.
I know you alone.
And I keep telling them that ask for this one.
Even this small thing you are doing, people will say, "Charlie, Aloski, run me something." Please, I can't run you anything.
You see, that's why maybe you should going forward.
Yeah.
You can always use your website as a way of
to crash.
No, not crashing. So you allocate 100 seats available, right?
Uh-huh.
If you want to get on, you pay. Your payment is your ticket. Right?
That's what he said.
I understand. I'm just trying to put it on a website. So what then happens is, if you, Bernard, you want to get on, when you complete the process, what it means is that if you allocate 100 seats, right, and you complete, it means that 99 will be left. You only get properly registered when you have made a payment and it is confirmed through whatever cash transfer, what do you call it, the bank transfer, what's the name of that thing? The use of bank card, right?
So that then it registers and then
automatically
reduces.
It reduces it.
Design and AI. AI system for me.
No, you know what that does is that because I know friends outside who say that they want to be on the caravan.
Yeah.
But if the requirement is that you have to come here and pay, what it means is
don't they have relatives? They don't want that relatives to say that they've made money.
Sometimes they chop their money. So maybe going forward,
every year we have people who come in. Look, some people have been called to warn me. In fact, about 3 weeks ago.
To warn you?
Yes. About 3 weeks ago, a lady I know who lives in Ireland sent me a screenshot of her air ticket
that we are coming.
That they are coming. So if people make a mistake,
do that thing
and I don't. Well, last year there were people who traveled here and still couldn't make it to the. You know, but the point is that we can only take so much.
Yes.
You know, beyond that, there's nothing we can do.
I'll let you come and explain again.
You know, Sky, the electronic thing there, that's the way to go. But we want to be sure that you are the one paying.
All right.
That's why we want to see the people.
All right, let me do a couple of announcements. Make every moment unforgettable with CBG Cards, your most reliable payment option. Whether you're shopping for gifts, paying for groceries, booking holiday experiences, or settling bills on the go, GH Link MasterCard Classic and MasterCard Gold provide simple, secure, and seamless payment anytime, anywhere. Enjoy the enhanced security of our upgraded card management platform for your absolute peace of mind. Choose CBG Cards, the smarter way to pay anytime. Call 0302 216 000 or email talktous@cbg.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. Central University invites prospective applicants to apply for admission for the 26-25 academic year with courses in IT and engineering, architecture, design, planning, business, economics, communication, pharmacy, law, nursing, public health, social work, psychology, etc. We have diplomas, we have undergrad, we have PhD, we have MBA, MPhil, all available. Central University, we are raising virtuous and transformational leaders for our world.
And when you buy anything, it's got to be the very best. Diamond 42.5 hour grade cement is the highest quality cement on the Ghanaian market. We've done this since the year 2000. We've put smiles on the faces of homeowners, block makers, and supported numerous constructions with the high quality brand that's rated green by the EPA. We have the 32.5 hour grade as well. Great value for your pocket. You deserve the very best. Anytime you wish to buy Diamond cement, please deal with the company directly. Locate outlets. We are across the country. Our factories are in Aflao, Takoradi, and Buepe. 0244 313 368 is the number to call. Diamond cement is still as hard as a diamond. And if you're looking for a best of flavor in every sip, please discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. We have Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, and Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at a local store near you. Call us on 0550 032 231. Piva beverages, a taste you will love.
Let me wrap up with a few comments on the discussion about planning. Then when we come back, we'll be speaking to Patrick Otieku-Boedu on the Effective Living series. Today is the third day. Bernard, I like the discussion today, and this is what sets the objectives and KPIs of government. I think it's one of the KPIs you've raised here is to properly decentralize all these functions and services so government works better. So that's a comment in reaction to what we've just discussed. Another one says, good morning team, with the Ghana Institute of Planning. We've spoken before on the issue of aligning service delivery function with local authority. I think we need to engage ourselves to further educate ourselves. We will bring clarity and educate the public better. This is the president of the Ghana Institute of Planning texting me in relation to the discussion around the issue of districts.
But Naomi writes from Nungwa that no truck has come around with water. The water flows only on Thursday evenings for a few hours. It's true, Bernard. In 1995, 1996, I stayed with my uncle at Akwiteman, and we used to do maize farm at Tabora, Alaji area. This is BB sending this from North Kaneshi. And another one says, I have to go to Laboma Beach to bath in the sea with my son every morning. Why? You didn't add your name. That's serious. Good morning, Bernard. I stay in Sakumono village, specifically opposite the Presbyterian Church. Our tap hasn't been running for the past 6 months. The whole of last year, we didn't get water flowing more than 10 days. The situation is really bad. We have to resort to tanker services, which are very costly. Please ask the manager for us. We are really suffering. Nana Kwame sent that. Good morning, Bernard and team. A happy new year. For the feedback of Mr. Mate. So, for the feedback he was asking of, we have a WhatsApp platform on which most members of the community are on. We have been complaining about the taps not running even on scheduled days. Even when they do, the pressure is really low and it takes hours to fill just a bucket. We don't receive any feedback for the administrators of the WhatsApp platform despite several feedback. Mr. Mate was not being honest about the water issue. The free tankers he talked about is news to most of us. We have never heard or seen or benefited from them. Bernard, this water situation is just too much. At East Legon Hills, we haven't had water in more than 6 months. The neighborhood had a meeting with the regional manager of Ghana Water. Still, we do not have a drop in our taps. Bernard, the Stanley Mate is okay. Sure.
If the message is not clear, don't worry yourself.
No, it's quite okay. He's just saying that he's not being truthful. I live at Teshi Agblizan, where we only get water on Wednesdays. I moved to Teshi Police Station, and I haven't had water for 3 months, and there's not been a single drop. When you go to their office, they just tell you something will be done about it. Right now, I buy water from tankers, which cost me 800 Ghana cedis a week. He shouldn't come on radio and speak nice. The situation isn't pleasant. Stephen from Teshi isn't happy. Good morning, Bernard. We have not had a single drop of water for the past 7 months in Amasaman Fisa. Kwesi sent that from Amasaman. Good morning, Bernard. In Soweto, we get water once every 2 weeks on Tuesdays. This is Teresa. Bernard, all that Mr. Stanley Mate is saying is untrue. There has not been a drop of water in my area since October. There is no security tanks sighted anywhere. Bia. Right. Sami Frempoma sent that from East Frempoma Estate in Spintex.
Right.
A lot of messages.
Just a couple of takeaways. Stanley Mate will send me the schedule for the affected regions and will announce it in subsequent programming. We will follow up with the Interministerial Committee on Decentralization to see what they can do with the suggestion around aligning operational districts from aligning operational districts with administrative districts. I think that's what we discussed today. Aligning operational districts of functional agencies like ECG, water and police with administrative districts for alignment. And then on Monday, we will come and give the modalities for the amount for payment, the amount or the cost or whatever the word is for the heritage caravan, the route, and then also the way to pay. We'll bring you all that on Monday on the Citi Breakfast Show. Frema will be here with the other people to do that. So thank you very much. When we come back, I'll be talking to Patrick Otiekubuedu on Effective Living Series live. Stay with us.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Looking for a university that truly sets you apart? Academic City University Accra offers world-class undergraduate degree programs in engineering, business, informatics, and communication arts. And that's not all. Now introducing master's degrees designed to equip you with industry-relevant skills and global leadership capabilities. Study on a modern campus, learn from international faculty, and gain hands-on experience that sets you apart in today's job market. With over 15 student ventures launched and graduates thriving in top roles across Ghana and abroad, Academic City University is where future-ready leaders are made. Call now 0262 693 870. That's 0262 693 870. Academic City University, educating future-ready leaders.
Where do your hopes and dreams take flight? The money you've earned, the future shining bright. At Petra, we're not just here for your retirement plan. We are here for the life you've imagined and then some. From your child's education to your dream home's door, we'll help you achieve what you're striving for. Petra is here, steady and strong. Your wealth in safe hands, where it belongs. With investments that grow at rates that compete, we build your future with every heartbeat. That's Petra, your partner. Come joy or strife, guiding you toward the dreams that define your life. For your pensions, investments, loans, and more, visit our website at petraonline.com or dial *447 *70#. Petra, achieve more.
Across the continent, the family meets once again. From Ivory Coast to Tanzania, Nigeria to Angola, everyone's got something to say. Until someone says that maybe it was only Ivory Coast's luck the last time. From 21 December to 18 January, everybody gathers for Africa's biggest football tournament. 24 countries, 52 games. It's the Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2025. Join our family meeting live on SuperSport, available on DSTV and GoTV.
Welcome to Valley View University, where academic excellence meets purpose. Admission is now opened. At Valley View University, we do more than educate. We shape character, nurture innovation, and empower you to thrive in the 21st century. Programs in business administration, nursing and midwifery, computer science and IT, theology, education, agriculture, which are more tailored to your needs. Our undergraduate and graduate programs are offered on weekends, weekdays, and a distance course to satisfy your mode of choice. Our campuses are located at Oibi in Accra, Kumasi in the Ashanti region, and Techiman in the Bono East region. Don't wait. Join us at Valley View University, where character meets competence. Apply today. Admissions are opened. You can apply now at www.vvu.edu.gh, or you can call us on 030-700-1567 or 030-7011-832.
Every woman deserves hair that looks and feels amazing. It starts with the right product. BO16. After relaxing, your hair needs serious care. BO16 neutralizing shampoo removes all those relaxer residues and restores your hair's natural balance. Itchy scalp, dandruff wahala, BO16 treatment shampoo will rescue you. Leaves your hair absolutely divine. BO16 detangling conditioner. No more painful tagging and breakage. See how smoothly the comb runs through. Now you know my secret.
BO16. Express yourself.
This advert is FDA approved. The GC brand. It's all about you.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva Tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055-00-32231. Piva, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
New year, new goals, new beginnings. Admissions are now open for our January intake at Lancaster University, Ghana. Experience world-class learning, vibrant campus life, and a global community, all in Ghana. For more information, contact us at +233 030 211 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Start your journey with Lancaster University, Ghana. Apply today and shape the future you've been dreaming of.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
So it's 9:29, and this is the Effective Living series brought to you by Petra Trust. We're in our first week. This is our third day, and today we're discussing purpose. Don't forget, we started off with why New Year's resolutions don't work, and then how to plan your life with Michael Ohiniefa. Today my guest is Patrick Otieku Buedu, who is a purpose and leadership development expert, author of almost 10 books now. 19 books. Amazing. He is a transformational team leader. He is a corporate training consultant known for transforming teams and organizations through practical, psychological, and heart-centered development. A master practitioner in NLP and timeline therapy. He's an MBIT life coach, a certified heart math trainer, and a Clarity 4D business partner. And with a track record of empowering leaders across multiple sectors and 19 best-selling books to his name, Patrick continues to inspire professionals to lead with excellence, humanity, and maturity. Patrick, it's great to have you on the program again.
Thank you, Bernard. And how are you?
As you can tell.
And Happy New Year.
Same to you, my brother. The compass for a life that matters.
Yes.
That's what you want to talk about. We just have 30 minutes.
Sure, no problem.
So what are you going to do? Let's get to it.
Okay, excellent. So, and good morning and Happy New Year to our listeners. I'm excited to be here. And then we want to look at the topic of purpose.
All right.
What is purpose? So basically, when we say purpose, we are looking at a compass for your life. Now, let me try and give some. The word purpose is the same as meaning. Purpose gives you meaning. It's also spiritual. When we say spiritual, I'm not talking about church. I'm talking about a deeper sense of being. Now, if you write the word spirit and you write the word inspire, you know that there's SPIR in each of them, which is in spirit as well. And it's because those SPIR has the Latin root, which means to breathe. So purpose must breathe into you. Purpose is breath. I don't want to go and use the scriptures, but at least purpose is breath. Because what made us alive wasn't air that God breathed into us. It was purpose God gave us. And we got out from the dust and we started performing. So purpose gives you meaning, and therefore if you don't have purpose, you don't have meaning. If you don't have purpose, you are not able to assess the deeper a part of your being. And that is why there are things like conspire, aspire. Expire is to remove breath out of something. So purpose puts air into you. Purpose, take like a local gin. If it's in the bottle, it doesn't move the bottle. But when it comes to a human being, it moves the human being. That is the power of purpose. That is the power, because when there's a meaning, you're working with a meaning comes to you, it moves you. You cannot stand still when there's purpose inside of you. It's impossible for you to stand still. So purpose is we call it a driver. It's one of the things that drives you. Now, purpose defines your identity. When we say identity, it opens you up to what is possible, what you are capable, and what you deserve. Purpose defines your identity. Number 2, purpose defines your beliefs and values. Values are things that are important to you. So when you have a purpose, it shapes and defines what is important to you. At this particular point in your life, somebody comes and says that there's a funeral here. But at that particular moment in your life, you know that there's a course you need to attend. There's something you need to do. So it is your purpose that defines what is going to be important to you and even what you are going to believe. Again, purpose defines your capability and skill. Once you have a certain meaning to your life, what you do is that you look for what you need to learn, how you need to build your cognitive capability, what skills do you need in order to achieve that particular meaning in your life. Again, purpose also defines your behavior. So if people are misbehaving, what we need to ask, the question we need to ask is that what is their purpose? And then finally, purpose helps us to create the kind of environment we want. So if we don't have purpose, we will not be able to create the kind of environment we want.
Wow.
So when I look at let's look at a few conceptual meaning of purpose. Now, it helps us for placement. It therefore defines our priority. I've mentioned that already. Number 2, it gives us direction. Purpose always moves forward. Purpose doesn't move backwards.
Right.
Purpose always moves forward. It moves forward towards something. There are two things. You either move away from something or you move towards something. Moving away from something is moving away from something you don't want. But purpose, that is not how purpose behaves. Purpose moves towards something it wants. I desire something. I want something. I'm moving towards it. So I want to lose weight and come to this particular level. It's not I don't want to be fat. No, that is not how purpose thinks. Purpose doesn't say that I want a lot of money. What is a lot of money? It doesn't make sense. But purpose defines specificity. Specifically what you really want in life. Again, purpose is intentional, very, very intentional in its approach. It makes decisions. Where it wants to go, what it wants to do. It's very, very intentional. Again, purpose is outward looking. It focuses on other people. But this is very important for me. Purpose is not what you do. Purpose is what happens to people when you do what you do. Okay. Purpose is not what you do. So Bernard, purpose is not you sitting on this radio and talking to people, but how they feel when you do your work. And therefore, we are talking about impact. We are talking about being significant in the lives of other people. That is what purpose is. So purpose is not about you working and making money and then eventually dying and going away. No, but purpose is for other people. Purpose is to sow your life as a seed into other people. And then we look at some implications as well. We look at, so purpose requires you to have a vision. Purpose requires you to move all the time. Purpose is not static, it's movement. You need to move. It is said that psychologists tell us that you need 10,000 hours of practice to gain mastery. So once you discover that purpose, you need to ensure that you are gaining mastery. You need to work on it until you gain mastery.
So it's not enough to have purpose.
It is not enough. You need to work on it to gain the mastery that we are looking for. Now, somebody will ask a question, how do I discover my purpose? Now, I don't want to go into the details, but I just give you 3 points. Number 1, look at your pain points. Every painful experience is within it is embedded your purpose. So there are some people who have gone through some painful experiences in their childhood, and out of that they are able to derive something, a certain meaning out of it, and they create out of it. So out of the purpose you can even create a profession. Out of the purpose you can even create financial well-being out of it. Again, purpose is about if you want to know purpose, look at your passion. What is passion? Passion is what makes you alive. Even when you are exhausted and when they mention that thing, you come alive. You may be tired and then they call you. For me, if I'm tired and you call me that it's a training somewhere, I come alive. So whatever it is that is happening to you, you are exhausted, and yet the moment you hear the sound of your purpose, you come alive. And then finally, we will look at patterns in your life.
So they all start with P.
Yes.
So to discover your purpose, you look at pain, what breaks your heart.
Yeah.
Passion, what makes you come alive.
And then pattern.
What is pattern?
Pattern is what keeps coming back to you.
Okay.
Bernard, you notice that you'll be there every day. Somebody says that, you are good at serving. You are good at serving people and all those. And what does it mean? Everybody says the same thing. That is your purpose.
A theme that keeps coming back.
Exactly.
Or it could even be a dream you keep having.
Yes. A message that keeps repeated to you all the time. Somebody says something. Every time people are saying that, particularly when you speak, I get inspired. It just sets my purpose in motion. So I now have to, what do I need to ensure that I continue giving people the best? I need to read more. I need to write more books. I need to do more courses to be able to make relevant, master my craft so that I'll be able to give the best to people.
So when you wrote something I like, when life keeps repeating a message, it's no longer coincidence. It's a calling.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
So, by the way, listeners can send in their questions or comments on our WhatsApp number 053 998 6996. 053 998 6996. We were discussing purpose, and just to summarize what we've heard so far, purpose is meaning, and meaning is spiritual, and spirit is basically the original root of the word spirit is breath.
To breathe.
All right, so that's why SPI, that 3-letter part of the word spirit, is the same as inspire. Indeed, when you look at words like conspire, transpire, aspire, respire, expire, perspire, they are all from life.
Exactly.
So purpose is much more deeper than what you do. It also says purpose is not what you do, but the effect it has on people.
Yeah.
So, for example, you are a doctor, but your diagnosis heals people. So the purpose is the healing, not the doctoring.
No. It's a means.
So you don't. So it says purpose is not a job, it's not a title, it's not a salary, it's not a social media persona. It's what you were born to do. All right. There's something you said, but you didn't elaborate.
Okay.
This neurological levels for decision making. How does that relate to purpose?
Okay. So that's why I'm saying that
it sits at the top.
It sits at the top, and that is the tip of the spear. If you look at it as a head of a spear, there's a tip of the spear. So everything you are doing must begin with the purpose in mind, because it's the purpose. Once you define the purpose, what is driving you, for whom you exist, and for what you exist, that is what helps you to define your mission, and that is your identity.
Oh, so purpose is for what and for whom?
For whom?
Identity is who you are. And under that is beliefs and values.
You can also call that a mission. Identity, you can also call that a mission, that level as a mission.
And then your beliefs and values is the why.
Why you exist.
And then the behavior is the what.
Yes.
And then the environment is the where and when.
Yes.
That's the context.
The context, exactly.
I see. So purpose is the most important of
the
those
most
five.
Important. Actually, all the other ones are called filters, but purpose alone is a driver, because the moment you touch purpose, all the other ones change. They all change in line.
Okay. So
the other ones, you can work on them individually. So you can work on identity individually, you can work on beliefs and value individually, you can work on capability and skill. It may have some effect on the others, but the moment you touch on purpose, it drives all the other elements.
We're still on the stages of purpose discovery. He talks about pain, passion, and pattern. So do you have any model for listeners on how to think about purpose, or how they should process their purpose if they don't even know what their purpose is? How should listeners begin the process of discovering purpose?
I think one of the key things they can do is to start journaling. Sit down and start observing yourself and start putting something on paper. Okay, today what did you go through? What happened? What was said to you? What was said about you? Read more, get exposed. As you do and then as you journal them, a pattern will start emerging. And when the patterns start emerging, you can also talk to people who are exposed to these areas, and they can guide you as well. You can have a mentor. You can have somebody can look at you. In fact, many years ago, somebody looked at me and said, "Patrick, you have a public speaking voice." At that time, I didn't know what public speaking was. But right from there, I just asked myself, what is it? I started delving into it, researching into it. That one statement the person made changed me, and gave me that sense of purpose for me to pursue it, and it must make meaning to you. In fact, purpose is one thing that you can do and be exposed to, and you don't get tired. You do it and do it and do it. And somebody will be wondering, why are you sitting behind the organ for hours? You are doing all night, or you are doing midnight, you don't sleep, and you are behind the organ. They don't understand that is your purpose. They don't understand, that you are doing that because ultimately you are supposed to impact a certain life with whatever you are doing.
You've separated or distinguished purpose from a job.
Yes.
From a salary or a title and all those things. But a lot of people feel like their jobs are an impediment to their fulfilling of their purpose.
That is correct.
Because, so let's put it, let's assume you are creative and your purpose is to design clothes that makes people look better.
Yeah.
So you believe that you have a calling in the fashion area. Yeah. You went to Legon to do admin, and therefore you are working in a bank. So a lot of times people feel like, what I'm doing now is not what I'm passionate about. I don't know what you should do. I mean, for some of us, our job sort of aligns with our purpose in a way.
Exactly.
So it's easier to come in every morning and talk because it's sort of related to the change you want to make. But not everybody has that. Yeah. What's your advice to people like that?
Well, whilst you are working, still make time to develop that, develop your purpose and your calling. The interesting thing is that you have some resources to be able to pump into your purpose and your mission and your calling. So you have the resources to be able to have some more time and then be able to develop that area as well. what you may be able to buy books, maybe to buy do some courses on weekends to support that. I mean, we talk of multiple streams of income. What's the problem? Because at the end of the day, what makes you see, purpose works on the soul. Your salary is just a job, and whatever you are doing is just a job. But salary is what makes you fulfill. But usually when I run programs, there's a question I ask people. I ask them that if you have 3 months to live, what would you do? And Bernard, almost all the time, even yesterday I did it with a group, almost all the time, there are 2 things that come up, and that I'll have a good relationship with my God, and I'll build really good relationship with my family.
When you ask people,
if you have 3 months to live,
what would you prioritize?
What would you prioritize? And it's always God and family.
Nobody talks about their work.
No. That must tell you what is important to people.
Listeners, I want to put a question to you. You are listening to me 7th January, and I'm not saying you are going to die. But if we were told that by 7th April you will no longer exist in this realm, what would you do?
Yeah.
What would you prioritize? Yeah. And you say, what percentage of the people say God?
Everybody says God.
They work on a relationship.
They work on a relationship with God.
And what else do they do?
Family and friends and family.
They will spend more time with family.
With friends and family. Yes. Then on your deathbed, you are not asking for a bank account or checkbook. You're asking for a relationship.
I've heard somebody say something quite strange, but I feel like it helps in the purpose discussion. So, like, I think you've said it before. Write your own obituary.
Yes, it's there.
Write your own obituary. So if you, and that sort of helps you to think about whether what you've done up to now is what you want to be remembered for.
Yeah.
Okay. So listeners, this is not a spooky show. We are just trying to help you. So if you were to be told to write your own obituary, would you be happy with what gets written?
Yeah.
Or would you say you've put enough work into what you want to be remembered for?
People who have pursuing purpose, they've already written their tribute. They've already written it. We struggle with people who don't have a purpose. And then we have to try to put some words together.
He was a nice man. He was gentle inside, something.
Yeah, because you have, Nelson Mandela. No, you won't struggle to write it.
The tribute writes itself.
Exactly, it writes itself.
You are looking for what to leave out.
Exactly.
Does passion change? You said something about passion. So you said pain, passion. and patterns.
Yeah. So
I want you to put a bit of flesh on it, because pain can be caused by something that's not doing your purpose.
Yeah.
People can just be wicked and cause you pain, right? So somebody can betray you, and that's a painful experience.
Yes.
So are you saying that pain can lead to purpose in a sense of what makes you angry or what makes you sad? Because it's not every painful experience that's related to my purpose. I can lose a relative and it's painful, I'm crying about it. Or I lose money in a deal and it has pain me. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you get it. So what do you mean when you say pain can be a pointer to your purpose? How do you explain?
When you go through any painful experience,
yeah,
you need to sit down and reflect on that experience. When you reflect on that experience, your brain cannot store 2 states at the same time. So you can't have pain and a lesson. You can't have pain and a purpose. You can't have pain and a meaning. The moment you replace the pain with meaning, you start going inward, you start reflecting, and you start asking yourself, what is it that I can do? Somebody lost a daughter through a drunk driver, and then he started Mothers Against Drunk Driving. He found his purpose in pain.
So you can find your purpose in pain.
You can't find your purpose in pain.
It doesn't mean that every pain experience is a close your purpose. So that's what I wanted you to say.
Oh, yes.
So you can find purpose
yes.
in pain.
Yes. Because the pain, sometimes it gives a certain meaning in life, a certain deeper meaning. Remember, we are also talking about pain, purpose as spirit, something deeper. So then you can discover it from that particular perspective as well.
So what creates some level of pain can fuel you to do. So when you talk about passion, and you say what makes you come alive, what do you mean by that?
So we are talking about anything that when you see, anything that when you do, it keeps you alive. It keeps you happy. It keeps you, you are in your elements. Those are the things that it means that you've been empowered in that particular area to be successful in that area. So don't throw it away. maybe you put in little and you get so much out of it. Maybe initially you may struggle a little bit, but over time you will notice that you put in something little and you get a massive return. That is an indication of your purpose. It's something that you need to pursue.
Somebody usually says, if you could do something and not be paid for it, or if you could do anything and not be paid for it, what would you do?
Exactly. And that is what we say it's a calling.
How different is that from a hobby? So, for example, what's my hobby, Seth? I don't know. I'm changing now. I don't know. So there are things you do for leisure.
Leisure, yes.
As against things you want to do that you are good at.
Yes.
That solve people's problems. Yes. So imagine between a hobby and something that's your passion.
Yes. But your passion.
I can play table tennis as a hobby.
Yes.
But it's not my passion.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So you're saying passion is something that energizes you.
Exactly. That drives you.
Okay. So I'll put it this way. Sometimes I'm in the office and I have to have a meeting. I don't feel happy to do the meeting. I don't like meetings. Then maybe my boss will come and say, Charlie, I have a program and they need a moderator. And they didn't plan for it.
Yeah.
But can you organize something for me and then go and moderate the program?
You see?
So when he says let's have a meeting, I don't want any meetings. Meeting is boring.
Yeah.
I don't like being a manager. But if I'm but you see, I want you to also distinguish between what I've become, what is a comfort zone, and what is growth. Because you see, when someone asks me to come for a meeting, I'm like, oh, meetings are boring, they are too long. But when he said, Charlie, draft, like he said I should draft something we are doing a roundtable discussion on Tuesday. I wanted to finish the exact. In fact, yesterday we spent the whole day just doing that. He energized me by saying, oh, let's do a 1 year Mahama program. So we are working on it. Energy is raised. Let's have a meeting to discuss programs and Thomas or being that. No, I don't want to do it. So what I'm saying is that help me distinguish between my passion that signifies my purpose versus also having to do things I don't like, so I grow.
Okay. But I mentioned that purpose requires alignment. And that is discipline. Remember, I told you that if you want to gain mastery, you need 10,000 hours of practice to gain the mastery. So that is where discipline comes in. So you don't just say, yes, this is my purpose. I'm pursuing it and all, and therefore I will not bring all these other elements. I will not bring all these other elements into it. Because you see, there, like I said, you are a manager. You need to execute that role as well. So despite the fact that there are things you are not excited about, you know that it's part of the package. It's just like Bernard going to plug a rose. It comes with thorns. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, there are things you may not like, but and that is where mastery comes in. Mastery is about you don't like everything, but then yet you be able to navigate through all of them.
Does purpose change, or it's fixed?
I think that personally, purpose doesn't change, but there are other things that are related to purpose. There are other things that could change along the line. For instance, there will be an overarching purpose for you to pursue, okay? And then you start pursuing those things. But there are other tactical things you may need to do. For instance, there are things you may need money to be able to accomplish that particular purpose. Immediately, you don't have the money. So there may be other things you may want to do that aligns to the overall purpose that you are trying to achieve. That will help you. It becomes a ladder for you to go to the ultimate.
Do you need to know your purpose fully before you start an endeavor?
No,
or can it be revealed in time? What I mean is, do you need to see the full picture?
No. And nobody sees the full picture. Okay. You may have an idea, you may have a dream, but once you start the activity, it begins to unfold. It's just like reading a book. You go from one page and the second page opens. I mean, look at the story of Joseph. Something was revealed to him, but he didn't know the valleys. He didn't know what he was going to go through. But it comes in time. But what happens is that purpose sustains you. It gives you that resilience. So whatever you are going through, you don't give up. There have been times that, in fact, there was a day that I printed 3,000 copies of one of my titles. And then only for it to come for me to realize that the file I sent was a wrong file.
Hey! 3,000.
I had to thrash all the 3,000 copies.
Oh my God! Because you had not, you sent them the unfinished one.
Exactly. So what do I do?
Oh God!
You know. So you lost money, and so what? You move on. It was painful, but in the end, you still move on. You know, and you even become better. Now, when I'm sending any file, I'll check and cross-check and check and cross-check. You know, so it has made you better.
At what stage in a person's life must the purpose conversation be had?
Some are able to discover it very early in life, and some are probably will be guided by their parents. If the parents are very sensitive, they will be able to know the direction and help other people. Now, I have my boy right from childhood. He says that I'm going to do chemistry. I didn't know where the interest came from. He started pursuing something like that, and that is what he's doing.
Wow.
He said he wants to be a lecturer.
How long was he when he started his chemistry business?
I think he was in class 6 or something.
He said he would do chemistry.
He would do chemistry, and then
where is he now?
No, he's going to do his PhD in Canada.
In chemistry.
In chemistry.
So he was in grade 6.
Yes, right at that time. So if I remember one day, my dad coming home and they were trying to say that no, physics is better than chemistry, and this boy was defending chemistry, and he's pursuing it. He said he wants to be a lecturer in chemistry.
Is that a consequence of the way you trained him, or what he saw around him? Because for a grade 6 person to want to do chemistry and to have followed it to PhD level,
I am not too sure, because the thing is that I'm
not
not
a chemistry person.
No, I'm not a chemistry.
No, I'm not even talking about the fact of the chemistry. My question has to do with the fact that at grade 6,
yes,
he was clear in his mind what he wanted to do.
I think that discipline was there. Yes, that discipline was there.
Because my challenge is now, I'm a father now, and a lot of people listening are wondering. I think it was when I got to JSS 2 that I decided to become serious.
Yeah.
And when I got to secondary school, I became a bit more serious. And when I got to university, I became extra serious.
Exactly.
So I'm not sure at what age I should expect my sons to get serious. That's my problem now. You know, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Just observe them. Just observe them.
Because if your boy at grade 6 wanted to do chemistry, some people in my house are older than grade 6. I don't know what they are doing.
Yeah. And again, I don't think let's aspire. Don't let us put pressure on ourselves. You know, some of them, and even me. I think I in fact, what really changed me was when I was about to go to the university, and somebody introduced me to a book, Think and Grow Rich, and that changed everything in me. Pre-university, Think and Grow Rich. That was it.
Napoleon Hill.
That was it. Because when I read the book, I saw myself in the book.
All right.
And that is why all these things have become manifested.
So we shouldn't force the people. We should just
and observe them.
Because Charlie, you know, busy, Thomas. Grade 6. It's a Real Madrid and football match. That's all. Charlie, nothing. No.
And what happens? You'll be frustrated. You'll be frustrated. Hey, no, but they'll get to their level. And I know a lot of parents have problems.
I shouldn't worry.
No, don't worry. Don't worry.
Because yesterday after I went to collect some vision board. I wanted to implement some serious things. I was like, no, let me just relax. Because is there a book you recommend? I want you to do it 2 ways.
Yeah.
2 books you recommend for those who are about to start. So maybe pre-university person, and then maybe somebody who's already grown. So like somebody's in their 40s already, and they've been living their life just working, and they want to understand more this purpose thing. You've written 19 books, so I want you to give me your books, not another person's books.
Okay, I think the pursuit.
Which of your books?
The pursuit. That is how to effectively set goals and achieve them. That supports what Michael did yesterday.
So the book you wrote called The
Pursuit, how to effectively set goals and achieve them.
Will help people in that.
Yes.
Where can we get copies to buy?
I think you can call 02065 00004. 02065 00004, and it will make available. We'll make a delivery to you.
I wanted a list of your books.
Yes, it's at the back.
Have you written it here?
Yes.
All right, good. So I'm just going to go through some of his books. This is his 19th book, and the good news is that a lot of the times, the first time I interviewed this guy, he was out working at Ghana Telecom.
Ghana Telecom.
I think you were HR.
Yeah.
You are reading like only 3 books.
Yeah, no HR. I was assistant manager
for something.
Yes.
Then you started doing the Victory Bible Church, and now you've done almost 20 books.
Yes.
Okay, so here are the books: Mastering People Management in the Modern Workplace.
Yes.
Patrick Oteku with the Customer Service Delivery.
Yeah.
The Pursuit, how to effectively set goals and achieve them.
Yeah.
Assurance of His Presence. Yeah. Mandates, missions and mandates. This is also a good book.
Yes, a very good book. Yes.
Driving your life with a purpose. So I would say Missions and Mandates helped me a lot. So for those who want an easy read on purpose, Missions and Mandates is a good one, although the purpose is also good. Then there's a book called The Rainmaker, Biblical Models for World Creation, Increasing Personal Productivity, 40 Motivational Capsules, Walking in Your Financial Freedom, Success is for Abnormal People, Rule or Be Ruled, Career Development Foundations, Opportunity, Enlisted, Living Beyond Boundaries and Systems, The Revolution, Change or Perish, Ingenious, How to Identify, Develop and Maximize Talents. That's also a good one for purpose. So I would say for younger people, this Ingenious book is not bad. And then, what's the last one? Spearhead. If you want a copy of his books, 020-6500-004. Patrick is one of the most sought after trainers in the country. So if you're a company that wants to do sessions on everything, organizational development issues, team bonding, leadership, sales, all kinds. All kinds.
Functional leadership.
Yes. Training of leaders, psychological, practical, heart-centered development. He has time. He work with your team. He does stuff for us, even on the management boot camp. So we've just scratched the surface with Patrick. So if you want copies of his books, please WhatsApp that number. He's given a couple of copies. What I'll do is that I will let this one, I won't share it to the listeners. I'll give it to my colleagues on the show to read. I'll give one to Caleb, who just got married. And then I'll give one to my producer, Akom. Samuel Akom. When you finish reading this book, summarize it and give me a one-page summary of what you've learned.
Yes, sir.
By next week, Monday.
Thank you. It's possible. It is possible.
If you are producing me, you have to understand some things. So, Patrick, it's always good to see you.
Thank you,
Thank
Bernard.
you for what you
Grateful.
do.
Right.
And by the way, the number we gave is also the number to just, if you want to call, WhatsApp him. 020-6500-004. Always good to talk to him.
Thank you so much.
We have Mami Ekwia tomorrow on time management. Citi News at 10 with Samuel Akon. Take it up.
Coming up, President John Mahama